Do you hear that? Gamble it all. Put it all on red. That's what he's saying.
What did I do? I'm so sorry, dog.
Say hi to Eli, not like, don't shut the fuck up, Liam.
Falls over.
Like the Dark Souls banner of like media bullied. Just like, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Stop. Hey, what's up, everyone? Today we have a guest I've been looking forward to for a long time. Manley Reviews, or Liam Manley, and I am super fucking stoked for today's episode. So, hi, Liam.
Hi, Eli. Hi.
Look, we worked on it, guys.
We did it. Third time's the charm. There were no cuts before this.
Zero. I actually have a method to how we'll start this show now.
I love how like there was already like basically a podcast right before this while we're just setting this up and like just talking about things in general. It's like, all right, now for the real podcast. Here we go.
Dude, you guys and gals, we were nerding out about camera gear and equipment because he is on that spectrum of, After Effects, editing, lighting, audio.
It's a big spectrum.
Yeah.
We're on it.
And it is. Oh, thank you for coming out. We did an Unsub episode with you yesterday. You got to meet
super
all the
fun
guys. And now today we get to learn about the process, more on the childhood. We're learning how he blew up and how long it took for him to get to that mark of success, and then the grind, as we always do. Plus, we'll have some fun with favorite YouTubers. Hey, here's some problems I ran into. And also, hey, what was the overall goal? You all know how that is, so let's get motivated. Let's have some fucking fun. Let's learn about our boy.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm
going to crack this open real quick too.
Same. Oh, I changed the mic arms, if you can't tell, because the JD episode pissed me off watching it slowly lower every time. I was like, God damn it.
I love that being just like a visual gag that no one knows. But
Tired time. Shit, like I've had it where we start an episode 5 minutes in and I'm seeing flickering. I'm like, or the light will be on and I forgot to turn it off, and it's just that tone of color. I'm like, fuck. Oh,
there's like one thing. There's always just that one thing. You're like, oh, after the whole rap, it's like just one fucking light was off the entire time.
Yeah. Note to
every single. There's always something.
Dude, how have you been, my man? How are you enjoying it?
Doing great. Thank you for having me on, by the way. It was like been such a pleasure meeting the guys, but like just to see the whole operation, see you guys, and just like hang out with you. It's been so nice to be like, wow, these are like the coolest people I've ever met. Like just such good people. I don't feel like I deserve to be sitting here, but here we are.
100%.
Crazy.
Bunch of retards that just run.
Yep.
Kind of professional on the back end. It's wild. You're like,
Yeah, we meshed a little too well.
It's like,
a fellow puzzle piece. Great. Awesome. It's like, yeah,
he's
that's
moving
me.
down next. We're just going to take all the creators, move them down here.
Why not? It's pretty cool down here. I like it.
Best taxes for businesses.
Wait, you do those? I mean, you do those? You do those.
You do those.
Right. I love that.
Thumbs up.
You actually fall for that shit?
We fought wars to not do that. That's the hill I die.
1776, put the tea in the harbor not to pay that shit. We put that back? All right, cool, awesome.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Now we're like,
we fell for it again.
40%. It's fine.
Where'd my paycheck go? Oh.
It's like, fuck. So you have done Manley Reviews for how many years now? 4?
I think we're coming up on 4-ish. It's kind of a gray zone.
And then before that, you did music. You were in a band.
Yep.
How long did you do that?
So the band thing was about, I think, around 6 years. That was a really lucky opportunity where I was actually doing YouTube as like a resume. So I was just doing drumming stuff, doing covers, playing to bands that I liked. I sort of like, hey, you want to hire me for gig work? Because I used to record on a bunch of albums. So that was like my thing. So I would record drum tracks for artists. This is before like fake drums were like better sounding than live drums in most studio albums, and I would just be like, hey, you want real drums, like come to me and I'll give you like the worst sounding recordings in the world, but you get to say you have live drums. So that was kind of like that was where I got started there, and then a couple local bands kind of found me around through there, some really cool people, and then again one of my videos took off. This is before my channel was supposed to be a channel really. And then just so happened the band in New Jersey found me through YouTube. They said, hey, we're working with like, guys like Dream Theater and like Portnoy and all this stuff. Like we're with their family. They're doing some other stuff. We have an opportunity as a drummer to come fill a slot. And I was like, hell yeah. So they flew me out. We kind of meshed from there. And then 7 years passed by of just like doing tours back to back to back to back. It was a crazy run. We weren't like the biggest band in the world or anything like so. It's not this like, oh, crazy famous musician, but like we had so many amazing opportunities. Like we've gone to Europe, we've gone to South America. We came to Brazil. We actually did the Brazil thing right before COVID shut us down. We're going to open up for like Slipknot. And then COVID happened and that was going to be in Malaysia for Hammer Sonic. And then that got shut down. So sadly, we missed out on that. It was just like, no, why? It's like the dream gig. And it's like, well, all right. But anyways, like all like got to go through like that amazing journey of opportunities, and it was a crazy ride. Learned a lot of things on there, a lot of nutty stories and life experiences. But that was kind of like dropped out of college for that, and then as things sort of started winding down through COVID, a couple friends that were YouTubers at the time were like, "Hey, you like making like edits and memes and Premiere and Adobe suites and stuff?" And they're like, "Why aren't you doing YouTube?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? Like that's all luck. Like I can't. Like I missed the boat on that." And they're like, what are you fucking talking about? I just have like, they just got 300,000 subs a couple months ago. Like just make some videos. I was like, okay. So I had COVID free time and so like some like extra money in my savings account, barely anything. I was like, all right, I'll just start buying some cameras and gear. And then before I knew it, I was just like, oh my God, like this is so much fun. This is crazy. And then like the numbers, like we're kind of nothing, but when you have nothing, every view, every sub is like 100x, 1000x my size, and it was really electrifying. And I think a lot of people are experiencing that now with like TikTok and all this stuff, where it's like they're getting the taste of like fame, which is kind of like the wrong way to go about it. But it's still exciting to be like, I made something and people are responding. So that was sort of like the drive that kept me going there. And then it just from there, I was like, I think I've found a home here. And the band was doing some other stuff. I didn't really agree with some of their sonic choices. There was some stuff going on that I really didn't gel with. I still wish them the best of luck, absolutely. But I was like, hey, I'm doing YouTube, and I had this crux of like, I either do band and I step away for like a 3-month tour that I was like, I don't know if this is the tour we should do, or I do YouTube. And it was like, pick one, basically, because they wanted me to edit their music videos and all this stuff, and which I have in the past. And I was like, I can't be doing this. I'm making more money as like an amateur YouTuber with like not even 20,000 subs. It's a decision I probably shouldn't have made at the time, looking back and like how much of a risk that was, and it just worked out. So by dumb luck, like it did keep going, and I did hit a couple pop-off videos where I'm like, okay, thank God, because if I hadn't done that, I'd be eating like top ramen in like under a bridge somewhere.
Well,
like,
it does
like, editing a video on like a power brick. Yeah,
it's that hard one where taking the risk. That was the first thing. You're like, oh, you didn't have that mindset, which you almost did. It's oversaturated. There's too many people already doing it. I missed that boat. I've heard that 1,000 fucking times. Every time somebody says, I'm like, yeah, that's why there's never any new creators that come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, never actually. No new creators at all in the last 6 years. It doesn't exist.
When you think about it like that, you're like, oh yeah, never mind. It's or my videos aren't doing good because it's oversaturated, or B, your videos aren't good. Period.
No, it can't be that. What are you talking about?
It's way easier.
What are you talking about? It's so weird hearing that from creators too, who are like, yeah, the video is great. I'm like, every creator worth their salt that I've ever talked to, they talk about their last video like it was the worst mistake they ever made. Like, I don't want to ever see that again. I can't believe I even uploaded that. What an embarrassment. And it's like, that's how you know you're growing. Like, so it's like when I hear like, oh, it's not the video, it's like, all right, content, maybe not for you.
Yeah,
like,
and if you have, I won't even show my friends my content. I don't know about you. Like, that is, I would rather have strangers watch it than me have to show it or be the guy that's like, hey, watch my new video.
It's such an ick. Every content creator I know is just like, oh, don't ever put my video on in front of me.
No,
like,
dude, right?
Yeah. It's a hard one to grasp, but it's a tricky thing because it's like you think about like taking that risk of doing it, and it worked out for me. And I think there's a saying where it's like, the best time to start something was yesterday. The second best time to do it is now. And I really stand by that statement. At the same time, I have seen a lot of people like reach out to me and like DMs and stuff. He's like, oh, dude, the editing thing. Like, how are you doing the green screen work? How are you doing this? And I've been like, I'm happy to say all of it. Like, I just think it's fun to share. I love like helping other creators. There's some really cool ones. Like Bisley Channel's a really good one who does amazing green screen work. And like, he's talked to me about stuff. I'm like, here's my process. Like he's doing it better than I do now. And it's stuff like that where it's like, it's cool to see that happen. At the same time, like I have been approached by people who are like, yeah, I'm thinking of quitting my full-time job. I've got 1,000 subs. I'm doing this. I'm like, hold on there. Because the hardest thing I ever did in creation was like making that jump from like having some form of like stable income in a job to like, oh, now these videos have to work. And like that will kill your creativity faster than like anything else. It is a scary jump to make. So I'm like, enjoy like having a job while also making videos, because that's like the fun zone. Like keep that going for as long as you can until like the opportunity cost is like, I can't be doing work. I'm losing money here. Like that's when you can start making the switch. And even then, like if you're not making 4 times the amount than you are in like your normal job for like a month, because that number that you're seeing could easily just like get cut in as like in like a tenth
instantly. I've watched who did that? Eddie VR. I love his story because that's exactly what happened. He had been doing YouTube for years, like years at this point, and then videos finally started popping off, and he made $4,000 one month. So he's like, he quit his job selling cars, and he's like, I'm fucking out. And then it lowered, and then lowered, and then stops. Back to it. He's like, fuck. And then he's barely scraping by. The girlfriend, his wife now, is having to pay bills and work, and he feels like a piece of shit until this crazy idea. And he had, I think, 500 videos at this point. Like, he had a shit ton of videos at this
he'd been doing it for a while.
Yeah, and like nothing until he's like, babe, I have an idea. Will you just trust me? And she did. I'm going to start a brand new YouTube channel. It's going to be VR. I'm just erasing all the other stuff, and I'll just focus on this, and it'll be Eddie VR. And I think it will do good. And literally from there, he had 3 million subs in 6 months.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
From zero.
Yeah.
How big was his channel before that?
Nothing. Bro.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. And now he has the boys. He has the boys channel, and then Eddie VR, which is massive. And they're just like... all of them are crushing now, but it was that risk that he took, but he was super passionate, and he always had this vision, and he understood how to make viral content and then what people wanted to see, and he's seen, okay, VR, there's a space right here.
Yeah, there's a niche for it.
Yeah, I don't think
finding a niche is like so key.
And boom, fucking exploded.
And now it's not a niche. Now it's mainstream. That's what you do, though. I feel like so many successful creators always go the route of like they have a main channel and then they start being like, I can just do it again. Like you prestige it, and then like the years it took for you to build that, you can just be like, 6 months, I'll do it again. Because then you understand, you understand like how this process works. Every YouTuber, I'm like, oh, I want to do YouTube. I want to make videos. I'm really good at this. I'm like, make 100 videos. They're gonna suck. Get your shitters out of the way fast. Do it. Just understand. Like, don't put time into it. Just do it. You can spend 6 months on one video and like learn nothing until you upload it. Until you hit upload, that's when you're like, why did I think any of this was good? And then that's how you grow. But it's crazy to hear the story of like, yeah, failed YouTube channel. I had like $4,000 a month. Now it's down to like nothing. I'll just do it again. Like that's crazy.
Fucking roll the dice, bro, and it magically worked.
And you can't like there is no like upside without some risk too. Like you have to kind of take some of those jumps.
I always tell people
calculated risks.
Yeah, and that's one thing I never took I took full on risks where I probably military life and all of that helped with it.
Sure,
I would remove the safety net so I could not fail, because then it's like, oh, my family. If I fail, I'm not going to be able to eat, and then my kiddo can't eat and all this. So I am going to, no matter what, make this work. I'm going to set myself up for success by doing research, studying, analytics, everything, and being the best version of myself I can to do it. But I am full on taking a giant risk, and I've done that multiple times to get where I am. But terrifying.
Do you hear that? Gamble it all. Put it all on red. That's what he's saying. You have to like I think you do have to go all in to a degree. At the same time, I do value a bit of like, be smart. Like, take.
I still had a second job. So like I had my main job while doing it. I wasn't like, oh, the social media, boom, I have my first video got 20,000 views. I'm all in. I still would be personal training, making my money, making sure the bills were paid. And then,
but all the energy is on this one thing, and like you have to make it work.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna lose sleep. I'm gonna make sure my videos. I'm holding myself accountable by releasing a video once a week. Blah blah. And this is old 2009, 2010, and continue that for years without a single paycheck. Because a lot of people go in thinking, "Oh, I'll get rich off of this," and it's gonna happen within 2 months. It didn't happen. I'm gonna quit now. You're like, brother, 2 months is all you gave yourself, and you thought anything was gonna happen.
There's two sides of that too, because like some people go into it. I think now more than ever with YouTube, because like being in YouTube, the landscape changes a lot, and you have people to roll with that. There's an audience of people where they go into it for the money now, because they realize how much you really can make through AdSense, through advertising, through merchandising. Like you can really make a ton of money. But if you're going in it for the money, like you are taking a huge risk and not actually making something that's going to resonate with viewers. At the same time, you have the money side, and then there's the creative side where it's like, not even creative side, I would say like that it sounds lame, but like clout. There's a lot of people that go on,
fame, dude.
They want that, like, oh, they feel that 1,000 subs. And like everyone feels it to a degree where it's like, this is kicking off, this is working. And then being like 1,000 subs, 10,000 subs, 100,000 subs. And like they just want more and more and more for like I'm somebody now. I'm now somebody that has like breached that kind of glass ceiling, or like above the clouds. And like I now feel like I've made it, and they get this ego or anything. And the problem is like it never satisfies. Like it's such a trap that I've seen so many people fall into and usually burn out on, where they go like, okay, like I got 100,000 subs, I hit my goal, and then they go, oh, this is worthless, this means nothing. And I've been there where it's like, oh, cool, like I finally got a check mark, I've made it, it feels good to be like, I don't have to sweat about uploading a video, it works now. But I get no satisfaction out of seeing like the number really tick up as like oh, cool, like I'm still a guy in a bedroom making a video. Like nothing changes on my end, you just see a number. And it's like a lot of people don't understand that like nothing changes in your life by just having like analytics go up. Yeah, like money's nice to have if you're even getting that, but it's there's kind of like two danger pendulums of like, you want to do YouTube, awesome. There's so many things you can do, but just watch out for like the traps that people often divert into. I'm sorry, I'm going off on tangents.
No, I love it. That's
wrangle me in if you have to. No, feel free.
This is as it should be. I think it sets people up for success, and it gets them the thought process of, oh, okay, I was falling into that trap. Hopefully they listen to that.
The moving goalposts that like they're never quite there. It's like the mirage of like, oh, if I just get this, then I'll be happy. It's like, no. Like this is it. Like this is the journey. Making, connecting, keep doing that, and whatever that leads, cool. But like, don't think that these little superficial things are the end game reward. No, otherwise it'll burn out
really fast. And have a game plan. Like I think people think very much 1 month at a time, or now, or oh well, I have everything planned out for how long? Well, like by next month, this.
Yeah. And both ends of that spectrum are like,
what the fuck? That's all you have. Versus, I always have like a 1, 3, 5 year plan. I'm like, here's where I need here. Here's where I need to be here. And here by year 5 is what I want to achieve. Here's my roadmap to get there. And then I just make sure I stick to it. Don't get lazy. Don't, oh, okay, I found a metric of success. Now I'll just pop off, or I'll get lazy. Because that's, I think, a lot of people. You need a vision. Bro.
You need a vision.
Yeah. Otherwise.
Like, you'll like, if you don't have a star to look to, like you'll just get distracted going off the field. Like who knows where you'll end up. Like
you have to be.
Even if like you don't hit it, but just like having something where it's like, I want to hit that, and some reason all the time, it gives you some measure of like, how am I doing? And if I'm not doing good, how do we reassess? Like you need some form of game plan.
Because you're a good example of explain your content. Just people just popping in right now.
Most people probably have no idea who I am. I like to do long form kind of video game essays, but it's a lot more like it's entertainment first. So I like to make things fun. I like to make things I won't say historical, but knowledgeable. So I want someone to learn and laugh when they watch a video. So it's basically just like high production video game reviews. I don't even like to call them reviews. It's just talking about a thing, or me talking about like an amazing experience in a game that people have kind of forgotten about, or trying to clear up drama around another type of game and like get to the truth of it, and not try to be polarizing where it's like, oh, only one opinion's here, like, oh, only people who hate the game, this game sucks, or this one's so good, and I'm not going to acknowledge the other side. Like I try to make it a very grounded thing where you can look at things honestly and be like, I'm going to try to be fair here to the best of my ability, and just be like, what's going on with this? What can we pull from both sides? Because I feel like so much content nowadays is so catered to echo chambers where people just want to hear their what's the word of it? It's the like their they want bias confirmation,
Oh, yeah.
confirmation bias, and like that's all they
confirmation
want.
bias, all they want. Oh.
And like, dude, I'm guilty as this as fuck. Like I'm like, yeah, I agree with that thing. I'm gonna watch it. I'm like, well, wait a minute, that's not. And then before you know, I'm like, well, I was dead ass wrong on this. Okay, well, now I change my opinion on shit every week. Like I feel like I take that as like a source of pride, where it's like, who knows what I think? I'm fucking retarded. Like I've been wrong on so many things. That's like the one constant. It's like I'm just gonna try to keep growing and like learn something and try not to piss too many people off in the process. But I don't know. I feel like the gaming sphere is very hard. It's hard to find like accurate information. Not that I'm trying to do like news or anything, but it's just I like playing a game like this was the greatest thing I've ever played. Let's talk about it. Put that out there, and people are like, "Oh shit, I never even knew. I'm going to try this now." Now they have like a new favorite game,
and it's doing it in such a fun way.
Yeah.
And it took, again, I didn't know none of us had heard of you until it was served by that thumbnail, and the thumbnail is why I clicked it.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, let me click, watch. I was like, holy shit, okay, this dude's fucking hilarious. Oh, he would get along with the guys really quickly. Asked the group, I was like, anyone heard of him? And they're like, no, never. So it was like, okay, fuck it, I will we'll get him on, we'll reach out. We started chatting, but it is, it's not reviews, as you're saying, it's not a review. It is a video game essay done really well, but you're learning at the same time in a fun manner, which is so fucking rare. A lot of the times it's like, this game sucks. Oh, look at this level, XYZ. It's why I don't watch video game reviews. Hold on, stop, wait, don't go. We have today's sponsor. Boom. Who was that? Fume. Today's sponsor's Fume. Listen. Are you part of the 50% of people that just can't figure out how to quit vaping? Well, we have the solution for you, Fume. Nailed it. Ding! That's right. It is the award-winning flavored air device loved by over 500,000 people. Oh, that smells really good. Make it tactical. Finn, you know what to do. Raspberry air. And on the real, if you do have oral fixation, something like this can actually help you. And it doesn't have any of the bad stuff. Also, Fume is twice as effective as other solutions out there. And it's backed with lab-tested studies. So you and the doctors both agree that Fume is a good habit. Ooh, that raspberry. Also, it's a fidget device, which might be what I use it for. If you like fidget devices, this one does work really good. But if you're trying to kick a bad habit, Fume is a really good solution for you. Start your guilt-free journey with the good habit and use code Say Hi to get a free gift with purchase and begin your overdue breakup. Just head to tryfume.com/sayhi. That's TRYFUM.com/say hi.
Yeah, I don't even watch many of them anymore too, because so many of them, first off, like there's so many people making them now where it's kind of hard to find like something that really speaks to you. And a lot of video game essays, you think essay, you're like, all right, I'm going to take a nap. Like a lot of them are just sort of like analytical, here's a thing, and it's not very fun. Sometimes that's what you want, and like that can be a great market, but for me it's like I want to watch the old school content that I grew up with, the JonTron stuff, the like the peanut butter gamer type deal, the normal boots, like, you know, like that was such a great era of content, and I feel like it's so long ago, but if you guys know, you know.
AVGN, all those OGs,
like, oh my god, dude. Yeah, like that's the content I grew up watching, and it's like I don't see that as much now. It's like I'll just try doing that and try my best to do it. And I think that's I like to make the content that I myself would watch, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's kind of what I do. It's video game essays that don't feel like essays.
It's fun. It's like, fun as shit, and it's nice because it is longer form content. It's not. I hate when I find somebody new and it's only 8 minutes. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna blow through this content so fast.
I'll blink.
And then, but now everyone knows that style. How hard is it to do your videos? Because you're releasing, as you said, once a year or twice a year. And
try to do twice.
Difficult to hop into that mindset.
It's really hard to do because there's so many different angles where you can cut corners and like make videos faster. And I try not to do that. The biggest thing for me, it's like there's the editing side, there's the research side, there's the topic side, and then I'm wearing like every single hat at once, trying to be like, I gotta do video, editing, audio, scripting, writing, and then like acting it out. And like acting on a green screen is fucking hard. You realize like once you don't have like a microphone in your hands, you're just sort of, it's like that scene from like, it's like, what do I do with my hands? Yeah. It's like you realize how like stilted you look in a camera, and then there's like audio delivery and all this stuff. So I can get bogged down in that. But the biggest thing that I find is my hurdle is writing, is trying to sit down at a computer and be like, let's just take thoughts and feelings and emotion and like put that into words that someone else can resonate with, and then make it fun. And it's really hard to do that. It's easy at the start because you have no standards. And then you start just doing things like, this is great. And you watch it back and you hate it because you're going, oh, this could be so much better. And you start getting respect for it. And then I remember reading a book. I forget the name of it, but it was basically like it was like a New York Times bestselling editor who's done like 1,000 books. He was like, here's how you write. And I read that thing and I just like, it just crushed me because everything I was reading was like, oh my fucking God, I've been making that mistake. I've been making that mistake. I've been making that mistake.
What is this?
I forget the name. I think it's just, I can tell you after because I can look it up. I don't want to waste your time on here.
Your time best. What was it about?
It was about like how to write a book in editing. It's basically like I've edited 1,000 books. Here's how to like write one. Here's how to not fuck it up. And it's like how to write characters, how to actually tell a story, like how to make something interesting, things to avoid. Here's what every best book that's ever been written does. And you're like, whoa. And once you see that, once you take that pill, you can't unsee it. And it was a hard journey of reading that and being like, everything I write sucks. And I realized like, okay, all my other friends that do writing that make great YouTube videos are also like, oh yeah, I hate this. Like this is the worst thing ever. But if you just keep doing it, if you just keep persevering and like reaching into that void and just like trying to pull out a good idea, you will find some. And then you just keep doing that over and over and over again. Before you know it, it's like, okay, I've got a script here. Let's edit it again. Let's edit it again. Let's keep writing. And then it's like, okay, now I have a video here. I think I know how this plays out. And then there's actually speaking it, because everyone can write. And then when you go to read out loud what you write, you're like, wow, who fucking wrote this? Like, I don't talk like this.
Now I'm like, which?
It's by, fuck, I think I have a PDF of it somewhere, like my iPad.
Yeah, now I'm like, I want to put that up there. So that way they're like,
I can get to, it'll take me a few minutes to find it, but I can get it to you after the cast.
That's perfect. We'll get that name because I'll read
it was a good book.
I'll read that one. That's the stuff I
Not all
love.
of it's relevant. I very much believe in like the philosophy of like, take what you want, leave the rest. It's like, for fiction writing, for other things, like there's so many things you can learn. Anything from, well, not anything, you can learn something from anybody, even if it's just like what not to do. We were talking about this the other night, and it's like, this is a great example of like, I'm learning everything that I need to do. Here's what I need to not do. And just like trying to keep that in mind while I'm writing, it kind of crippled me for a while. And then I got over that a little bit. I was like, okay, the pain of writing is the process. Like when your brain's telling you like, you suck, this is ass, like quit. Who the fuck even watches this in the first place? Like you're a fraud. You suck at this. It's like, no. That means you're doing something good because you're actually just like putting yourself, like that's the natural emotion of like, oh, you have resistance. Lean into that. Just keep doing it. That's not a sign of like, oh, stop. Oftentimes when your body tells you those things, those anxieties, those fears of like, oh yeah, this is going to suck, I should just quit. That's like, keep doing it. That's just the natural process of like, pain is killing who you're not. Like just keep doing it. And then you'll get something worthwhile out of that.
Uncomfortability is how you grow.
Yeah, it sucks. Like it sucks to do. But it is one of those things where like learning how to kind of ease into that a bit has been kind of like my whole life story of that. And it's like there's still days where it's like, I don't know how I'm going to do any of this. And then it just sort of happens because I go, okay, fuck it. I'll just try a little bit. And then before you know it, you're like, oh, I have something at the end of the day. I didn't want to do it. And I did it.
This is mine.
This is actually pretty cool. Hey. I can do that again. And then it gets a little easier.
What is the main hold up with you're doing it so rarely? Is it just because each process takes months?
Yeah. So the editing process itself, once I have everything recorded, and even then I still just like quickly run in front of the green screen, punch in a line or something. I need to do more of those actually. There's some, there's a couple lines I should have changed a little bit. Could have delivered better. And then it's the editing side, but it's really the writing. The writing thing I'm learning to get a little bit more comfortable with. Streaming has like kind of been a great like side asset to me lately. So that's been kind of holding things up a bit. But like to play a game on stream, hang out with fans, like have a really fun interaction. has like given me a lot of energy to be like, oh, I want to go make a video now. Like I just talked about it. I can just make a video now. So like, I think I'm kind of swinging back into the YouTube side of things. But for like doing like a 2-year upload thing, a lot of it's finding the right topic and finding a story that ignites a spark in me. Because if I don't have a spark in a video, it's hard for me to be like, do I want to write about it? Do I want to go through like the pain of like 3 months of editing and construction? It's like, I have to have something. I have to find something that goes, oh, that's a story that needs to get out there. That's a bucket list video. Like I would love to talk about this at some point. And I have a list of those right now where it's like, I've clarified that. And it's like, I need to make these next 7 videos before I die. Obviously there'll be more than that, but it's like finding those, I cannot hang in the towel until that is done, and done to the degree where I never want to see that topic again because I've done it. And I feel like I've gotten close to it. Like, I had like the Need for Speed Most Wanted video. Like that's a game that I just absolutely adore. And it's like, I'll never talk about it again. And the video's decent enough where I don't want to change anything. Like there's things I should have done or added or changed or whatever. But it's like, I can look back on some of that and be like, I'm happy with that. That's kind of my standard. And it usually, I think that resonates with viewers when they're like, this is a video he was enjoying every moment of this. It's like I was once I had it figured out. And that's why I want to translate. So that is like the time suck of just like figuring out the passion, finding an interesting story. That's not just fun for me, but fun for you guys to watch. It's finding that Venn diagram of like, I like this. I want to talk about it. Who gives a fuck? And being like, finding the thing where it's like, oh, people would actually care about this and I want to talk about it. Awesome. That's when you know, like, okay, like that's gonna bang. That's gonna be a great video. I can eat off of that.
Dude, how is it when you do one of your videos that are a good example would be the is a snorting one?
The gaming inhaler.
Gaming inhaler, which is I did not know that existed until your video. And then I've always had the same idea of, gaming chairs. I've known they've sucked people have always wondered. They're like, Eli, why don't you use a gaming chair? Because my very nice office chair destroys it, and I can sit in this for 12 hours. And anyone that sat in my chair went out and then bought one. Yeah, because they were like, "Holy shit, this is as comfortable as fuck." It's like, that's
every F1 driver loves sitting in racing bucket seats. It's the most comfortable thing in the world. They just love getting like folded into a fucking. There are some good ones. There are some like high end ones that are actually like there are good ones now.
But I don't think they compete with a. Like Elite version 2, your
I know
Steel Series.
If you pay $800, like just get a real chair. Like it's gonna support you better. All that stuff. So the gaming inhaler one, I didn't want to be like the gaming gimmick guy. Sorry, you had something?
No, this is an actual thing. Whereas for the viewers, we'll put a clip up. It is an inhaler or a nostril. Is it?
It's like a Vicks. It's basically just like sort of like a dildo for your nose. You just sort of like shove it up there and like you just go. I'm like, that's crazy. Apparently it's like a normal thing for like it's a normal thing for colds now. Like vapor rubs thing. I'm like, that's normal. But like the only reason I made that video is because I was going through Amazon and just recommended me a gaming inhaler. I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, come on, dude. So I had to buy it. I'm like, I'll just make it. It was not supposed to be like a video. I was like, well, I'll buy it and then maybe it turns into something. Who knows? And I tried it.
Dude,
I had the cameras on and everything. It was actually like one of the last things I recorded. I was like, I'll just try it. I tried it and I almost threw up because I broke the seal. So there's like a superly heavy, like a scented roll of paper or something in there, and it fell out and it overwhelmed the studio so bad that I had to cut it out of the video. But I almost threw up. I was gagging. I had to like turn on the AC. I had to clear everything out. I was doing a performance thing, so I'm like, okay, how do I test it at a gaming inhaler? Because I don't want to like ruin this shot. I'm like, I'll do this, and then I'll go right into doing like FPS benchmarks because I'm a Counter-Strike guy. So I'm like, okay, well I can do reaction time tests and then do this. See if like any of these things improve.
You did scientific breakdown.
Yeah, I tried to. I tried to. I was like,
fuck. Okay.
Like I'll do like a control. I'll do like an inhaler. I'll reset it. I'll try it again with a different flavor. And like I was actually surprised. Like one of them did do better. It's probably like within the margin of error. But it was just like a funny, like ridiculous. Like what's this about? Like I would click on that if I saw a video. So I'm like, I'll just do that and make it in the way I wanted to. And it was a really fun video. But I didn't want to be like the like gaming scams guy. Like I don't. Like gaming chairs, I just think they're stupid for the most part. And it's like gaming inhalers, that's dumb. Like everyone knows that's dumb. But like now I'm kind of curious, like what's that like? What's that about?
Well, I think that's a good opportunity for you with like low effort. I'm assuming that was easier content. The gaming chair, easier content.
Oh yeah, easier to
that's
just like
the
go off
stuff from a business mindset. I'd be like, okay, here's my low effort stuff because there's going to be a bunch of it.
Yeah.
A bunch of just trash items that are hilarious to watch, especially the way you did it. And you're like, oh, I'll just cycle this into my content for my monthly stuff as I build out my
I'm considering something like that, actually. There's a couple things. I do like reviewing stuff, hardware-wise or game-wise, where it's like, hey, something new came out. I just want to talk about it. I just played this thing for 2 hours. Here are my thoughts. Like, I can do that on stream pretty comfortably. I'm like, okay, I think I can actually make this more of a, like, have more current releases and then have like the big channel stuff. So I'm actually like I'm working on creating a side channel called like, it might be like Manley Reviews 360 or something, where it's like, it's more like the more daily content. And then I have like a VODs channel that I've just created. I'm actually hiring someone to like just take the VODs, put them up there, make shorts out of it. That's like the next step that I'm gonna be working on like the next 2 months. But absolutely, like having like the lower effort content. And of course I like over edit everything. If anything, the worst part of those videos is I put too much bullshit in there of like cutaway gags and like a meme here. It's like, no. I just want to, I can be funny. I can not be like an NPC and just like share thoughts and be funny about it and then make it an entertaining thing.
You go over the top, and I cannot stress it enough. It is very rare I am blown away by somebody's editing levels and VFX and then finding out you do everything.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my first messages to you. It was like, holy shit, dude. The level you put into this, most people aren't going to recognize it. No. They're just gonna be like, oh, it's a high quality video. You have no fucking clue how high quality. And then on the back end, how much time is spent learning each motion graphics or each VFX shot.
Every time, dude, people ask me like, how did you learn any of this? I'm like, I had a problem. I needed to fix it. And I was like, I don't know how to edit this like motion tracking thing. I had to learn. I have a whole like Patreon thing. I might even just make it public because I don't like paywalling stuff for my own content, for my own things. I was like, everyone kept asking me for a green screen tutorial. I'm like, I'll just make it. So I just like made one. It was pretty solid. Then I did like, okay, how do I put myself on like a video? Because I often do a lot of 3D tracking stuff where it's like, I like to put myself in the game and like color correct it and like add the right shadows and stuff. And I'm still like learning how to do it better and better.
Good job.
Thank you. Yeah. The thing is like, I've learned how to do it wrong every other way. Like,
that's how you
ask
learn.
Me how to do it. I'm like, oh yeah, I can tell you the exact way to not fucking do this. And I just happened to find like one, and it was like the easiest way. I'm like, oh, this works great. So I just shared it with everyone. And then so like I like sharing all of that, learning it. But it's like, even if people don't recognize it, it's just like, it's fun for me to do. Like the amount of autism like packaged into just like learning any one of these fields is a job in and of itself. But I think most YouTubers wear that hat.
Yeah, but I don't know to that degree of VFX shots, because anyone that doesn't know, again, one small thing you learn, and then you learn again, and then you learn, oh shit, I tried to cut a corner and save 20 minutes while filming. I have now added 10 to 30 hours on the back end, or I have to refilm this now because I thought I did something faster. I made it infinitely more harder on the back end side. Yay!
There was a
fuck.
It's a big fuck when it happens, because there was a video. I think it was the Tears of the Kingdom one where I didn't see it. I didn't catch it. There was just like a pill, like not a pill, but like a little shirt, like a white thing on a shirt. And I usually would just like wear all black because I don't know how to dress. And I was like, half these takes are ruined. So I went in, motion tracked a little mask on each clip, and it tracked pretty great. It did a pretty good job. So if you ever watch that video, just know that there was a little thing that I had to go through on each shot, and it's like 7 hours of footage where I just had to like hide all of that, and it works great. Like no one could tell. But
I would have been like, I'm not changing that. That now lives in there because fuck it.
But when you watch a video back, in the first second is like, oh, this guy has a thing in his shirt. Like, it's the only thing I see. It's the only thing I see. I'm like, oh, and it would take me longer to just like reset it up and film it. Like I can just sit here, put on a podcast, put on a video, boom, go. Like just keyframe it, and then it didn't happen. It was fine. Like moved on.
Dude, fuck that. I got to that point where it was okay. Is this worth the effort? And then my biggest thing, I started learning. I just ask random people on VFX shots, especially with VFX shot, working with Freddie and them. Have somebody walk in if I was doing a pan out or a substitute, be like, hey, come here real quick. Hit play. And I hit play again. They're like, what am I looking for? I was like, perfect. Good. Right. That's all. Literally all I give a shit about now is, okay, you watched this twice and you asked what you're looking for. That is my bare minimum now. Go on. And I'm not telling you what is the problem.
You're going to have to tell me like how you're able to do that, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone to like, and I'm still learning like color correction and stuff and like trying to make sure things are like right for different monitors. But like, I would just send screenshots to like my phone and my iPad and be like, this looks green, this looks pink. What do I do with this? Like, how do I find a reference? It would drive me nuts. And I'd be like, I'll just render this out, send it to a friend. They're like, huh, that was really funny. That was great. I'm like, yeah, I'm overthinking this. I'll just move on. I'll come back to it later.
Color, even for monitors, how I set up monitors for Finn. Everyone does this now. I have my picture on my phone. I'll take it. I'll send a couple of photos from my phone, and then I send it over to my computer, and then I put my phone next to my computer monitor, and then I calibrate my computer monitor to match my phone.
Do you use like an actual calibrator?
No, I just rough it.
You rough it, yeah.
So I'm like, and
it's better doing that than using a calibrator. I bought one. I used it.
Awesome.
Every time I used it, it was a completely different thing. I'm like, the whites are green now. This is not.
That's why. But if it looks good, if you have it matching your phone, guess what? A majority of content.
Everyone's looking at your phone. It's like mixing audio for like AirPods.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just does that now. It's like, oh, but for the studio reference, like no one cares.
No one gives a shit.
No one cares.
And
like, if it's going to sound good in here, it'll sound good anywhere else.
That thought process is what I started doing with everything, and it made it so much. It simplified everything, because now all my Finn or Chase or anyone, they didn't understand it first, and now it's automatic. Fuck, I should have been doing that a long time ago.
Yep.
Everyone just watches on the phone. Why didn't I think to just color grade based off of set up my monitor to look like my
just
phone?
make that a monitor. Just like edit on your phone. Like your PC. That's the only thing people care about. Like,
and
looks good there? Great.
Yeah, my left monitor is set up just like this.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like if I have an image on my monitor, it matches the colors, the darkness, the lights on my phone. I'm like, and it's good. Render.
Yeah.
Done.
Consumer
Kick it
device.
out.
It's great.
And
perfect.
then open it up. Everyone's like, that looks great. I'm like, right.
Like, yeah.
And
professionally done.
It's weird getting used to that mindset of
cowboy.
It's stepping over and checking your own problems. You're like, I'm adding a lot more work for no reason. I'm glad I had it, and I'm glad I went through the process of learning from Freddie Corridor, like high-end VFX,
Like
3D.
the highest level.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
Beautiful
and then
stuff.
going to the opposite end and working with like Demo and Brandon or Cody, where it's a reaction. They're just setting up a camera. Demo walks around with his old pocket camera that was set on auto, and he just filmed everything, and then that was it. And then you have other individuals, they just use their phone, and that is mind-blowing to me.
I don't know.
Bruh.
Like,
But then I see the views are there. I'm like, okay, so no one gives a shit
no one
about.
cares.
Okay, well, I'm going to start adapting that into my content, and it makes it way easier for me. It simplifies my work process. I don't invest as much time, and holy shit, the numbers are there. And then when I started doing like my shorts with Sav, where we just do our little Instagram reels, or she'd have a quick idea. I'd be like, okay, let's do it this way. And we'll ABC, here's the angles we need. I just use the camera angles, and we do it really quickly and edit it really quickly. And then you have 30 million views.
Yeah.
On a fucking phone.
Phone.
All my
Everything's phone now.
Bro.
Everything's they're shooting movies on phones.
Yeah.
Like, that's happening. They're doing that everywhere. It's like, oh, we don't need any of this. Like, you need your Ari Alexa like bazooka camera. Like, you don't need that.
No.
Like, at all. Like, no one fucking cares. Like, you were telling me that because I was recording everything into my computer on like a shitty HDMI thing that like dumbs down all the footage. I'm like, I know it's bad, but no one fucking cares, and it doesn't stop. So it's like, if it makes it easier for me to like hop on the camera and like say that joke again, like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be better than like the like, oh, let me get 17 SD cards and like memorize and put them in the. It's like, it doesn't. Like, I'm still overdoing it, but I'm yeah.
It's hard. It is.
Everyone's like, okay, we get it. Content.
Like, man. Well, a lot of people, their takeaway is podcasts. Going back to, it's oversaturated. People are like, oh, I don't want to start a podcast. Or I hear the opposite side. Oh, I'm going to do a podcast about postpartum depression. And then my response is, okay, well, how many episodes do you think that's going to last?
Yeah.
Because you're going to run out of material.
What's your
pretty
theme?
fucking quick.
Like,
they don't think, again, going back to, hey, 1 month plan versus 1 year, 3 year, 5 year. How do I make this content extend past episode 4?
Yep. Because then you run out of ideas. You're like, well, shit. And then nobody cares.
Or video games. Unsub started as a video game podcast, majority video games. It doesn't work. You know why it doesn't work? Because if it's a rare thing, we talk about it every once in a while, or we break it down. Yes, it can work better. But when you're just talking about Tarkov, first-person shooters, oh, the new update, oh, the new update, oh, the new update.
Audience
not much
is narrowing.
Yeah, and no one gives a fuck after. Tell me about update 1 versus update 2. Oh man, well the I just liked it when the scabs, you know, they were on 30-minute rotations instead of 60-minute. Who the like? That's a boring conversation. Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna pull the veteran
Not
card.
today. Another time. Break glass in case of.
No one did their push-ups today.
Oh well, fuck.
So it's
like I had a friend of mine that did that, and she was talking about a lot of Rainbow Six Siege stuff. Like, did a good job of it, and then Rainbow Six Siege like just it tanked. It's like, well, cool. Your whole channel is that. And she knew it. It's like, well, I'm going to try doing other stuff. And it's like, what do you do at that point? It's tricky to like reinvent the wheel. And like they figured it out, but it's like one of those points where like you have to be so careful, like limiting your audience to like a niche. Starting with a niche can be good, but branching out. And I think what you guys have done really well is like your personality. People are coming to watch you and the people on your show and maybe the topics. And sometimes they can give you a boost if you have like an excellent guest or like a well-known this or that. But people are coming back because they like you guys. And you've seen channels where they swap out the MC for someone else and like no one fucks with it. Like that is never a good move. I've never seen it successfully done on YouTube.
Ever. And companies started doing that or trying to. Yep. And you got to watch it just.
Oh, yeah. The MC.
Yeah. They were like, oh, yeah, because it is. Oh, well, Donut Media.
Donut Media. It's a great one. It's like.
Well, I didn't realize they bought
private equity.
Dude, they bought out so many different YouTubers that were friends, close friends. And then each channel, the exact same thing would happen. Task and Purpose. It was, oh, well, no, we're not going to give you a raise, main character of this that generates everything. And I told him, hey, you just asked for this much. This would be really good. I would take this deal. And they wouldn't go near that deal. And as I told him, dude, you can just separate, and you will make that money back infinitely, and everyone will jump ship to follow you and listen to you.
It happened. I think Donut was great because you have like all the other channels like Speed and all the other ones. I don't have them off the top of my head, but like they're like, hey, we're moving. Like, you know, thanks for the opportunity. We're doing something else, and like they did great, and they make good videos. Like they understand the process, but they don't have to have that pressure of like private equity. Like, no, we can't make that video. We have to do this formula. We have to play by these rules, and like that just kills your creativity when you're just like, I just want to talk about shit, and people want to listen to it.
I one of the old companies I never talk about is it's what happened and everything else that fell apart, but I got to watch it. No one listened. Everyone now has failed into a position of we know what we're doing. We've done viral content. No, you were associated with viral content. You had no fucking idea. And oh, look, the numbers are all tanking across the board for years now because of that. Why? Because, the old shit and how it worked for a reason. And then you stop doing that because going public, X, Y, and Z, egos, bad idea fairies, everything influencing the new content rolling out or trying to force shit to work because you think it's cool, but it's not relatable in the slightest. And then the audience doesn't give a fuck about it. And if you push back against it, then, oh, well, he's just being a dick. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's being jealous because we're not doing the content he wants to do. It's like, I am trying to do the content that the audience actually cares for and got us here in the first place. That's all I give a shit
Crazy
about.
Concept.
Yeah. And they're like,
crazy.
No, we're going to do it our way. Okay.
Have fun. Like,
and then you get to watch just.
I've seen it happen. Yeah, I've seen it happen. The stubbornness, the ego. That's why I always say, like, you got to learn to like humble yourself on that because like you're always a student. YouTube's always changing. Your audience is changing, and like listen to them and make the changes you have to make. Yeah, like within reason, of course. But like you just you have to move with the flow on any form of content. And if you stay up to date, like if you know how to adapt, change what you have to change, your viewers are gonna be right there because they like you. Yeah, like, YouTube is about you as a person, and I feel like that's been really. absent in the platform for a while, and I think some of it's coming back. But I remember seeing like zero punctuation.
Yeah.
Like fantastic, like that was such a good show, but it was under the umbrella of The Escapist magazine, and like they bought him out, and like sure enough, you go on YouTube and it's like every one of his videos has like 500,000 views or around there, of course, and then they would upload another video, it's like 5K views, and now the algorithm's like, what do I do with this? Like it doesn't know to parse that. Maybe it's figured it out, but it's like, and they finally jumped ship, thank God, like in their own thing. Where they can be like, okay, we can control everything here. We're not under like a media publication, but like YouTube is about you and the audience and that connection there. And like they need to connect with you. That's why like so many channels, like you can do great as a faceless channel, but I feel like you need to have personality. People need to feel like they understand there's something going on behind that. It's like, I like this person. I want to be in the room with them. Like I want to understand that. Like that for me is important. I understand there's YouTube can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But it's like just having like, if you can keep the you in there, whatever that is, I think if you're an entertaining person, people will always come back for you.
Yeah. YouTube, being a faceless channel, being like a video game donkey.
It's hard. Like
I always tell people, people try to do the podcast. They go, oh, no, I would never do video podcasts. Why am I not getting views? Have you tried video podcasting? No, I don't see the point. That's not even a podcast really. Okay. Well then good luck on your show of trying to get discovered on Spotify or Apple or on your one still for YouTube. No one's gonna, what the fuck are you you are tying your hands behind your back because you don't want to add one more step to the
you're
process.
kneecapping yourself. I understand it's hard. I understand like the friction behind like, oh, I don't want to be on camera. It's hard to do. Like even harder to watch it back. Like watching your stuff back is like, oh god.
We were just talking about that before this started.
I know. It's like
watching
it
our content
sucks to do sometimes, but like it can have such a great effect when people can like see who you are. There's some channels where it's like I saw the person, I'm like, okay, maybe faceless is the move. Whatever. I'm sure some images are coming to mind for people, whatever that is for them. But like,
poor Dream.
Yeah,
those ones you were like feel bad. You're like,
I didn't even think he looked that bad.
No, dude, that's
like, he looks internet. Totally fine, guys. Like, I don't think he's like a 10 out of 10, but like you guys get way too much shit. Yeah,
dude, he got so much shit, and that's where you get to see the internet being the internet on bullying. You're like, fuck, that dude did not deserve that level of anything.
It's like I think it was a combination of like trying way too hard to control it, and it's like that Streisand effect where it's like if you really want people to think a certain way, like they're just gonna push back against it. It's like you have to be an authentic person. I think that was an example of like I'm trying to like cut as much weight and do all this stuff. It's like just be a person, and you're building up drama and all this stuff. Like I think there's like YouTube's like different plays for different types of modalities. Like it's so hard to make a rule book on it because like one thing's true here falls apart over here. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. But I don't know. I like seeing faces. We're social creatures. I like looking and be like, oh, that's the creator I'm watching. Like I feel like a bit of a connection there.
I can see their eyes.
Yeah, I can just be like, oh, that's like the person. Like I get to see like what they're about and their mannerisms, and I don't know. That to me matters a lot.
Well, as a business standpoint, I always tell people, hey, if you want a product, if you're developing a brand, you need an identity with that brand to make it successful. Otherwise, it's extremely hard to build a new brand out of nothing, especially with no face, because then you're still usually paying somebody else to market it or represent your product.
Okay.
Versus, okay, hey, like Unsub's a good example. Hey, we can do shoes, we can do Pepperbox. The faces are what you're associating with those. Yeah. And you trust them because you can relate. You're like, that is a human that I listen to on the regular. Oh, they have this product. They released the shoes or the shirts. Oh, it was high quality, or they're doing good stuff. Yeah. Oh, that is something I can support. I feel part of this. I feel,
and you respect that trust too, where it's like, oh, people trust us to put our face on a product. Like you better make sure, damn sure that's the best product they're going to get. And if something goes wrong, that you make it right. And like you guys do that. It's like we make a thing because we believe in it, and yeah, it's going to make us some money, but we want you guys to be happy first because that's our reputation on the line. It's like, that's how you know. It's like that's an easy buy-in for me. It's like, oh, cool, like this guy's going to support it. Lifetime warranty, fuck yeah, like. That to me is like a brand is kind of a living thing. It kind of moves with change. It needs to stay current. It's like you put faces on that, and it's like, okay, there's reputation. There's like it's on the line. It's not some like, oh, we're just gonna disappear after we like rug pull you guys. Like that doesn't like that's. I've seen creators do that, and it's like. What there's a couple YouTubers that have made some like
oh dude YouTubers, and then I mean the best example is Hawk Tua girl.
Oh my god, the crypto thing there.
And she's still
She's
trying
still
to,
like gone, right? I think she do like one thing.
she's done, dude. So she did a podcast coming back after that whole thing, and then she's trying to do content, but all the comments are, "Where's my money?
Yeah.
I invested in this." You like, there's the joking side of it, and then where's my money?
Actually,
Disappear, go away. She'll never recover for that
Never.
because she had bad people around her. It's like, hey, got this great crypto thing.
I think it's exactly what happened because people were saying like, "Oh, she like rug pull." It's like I don't think she knew what a fucking cryptocurrency was.
No,
It's
fuck
probably
no.
some people, some vipers around here that are just like, "Hey, you can make, your audience is gonna love it.
They're
We
gonna
had
make
to.
money too.
Look at everyone's gonna win," and then it's like, bye bye.
And that we've had offers. I've had people, hey,
Oh, I'm sure.
Unsub could do a crypto coin. I'm like, no. Well, I think you're thinking of it the wrong way, Eli. Let's hop on a call and I'll explain it so it works. I was like, no, I will never do a fucking crypto coin.
Never. Like,
Nope. Zero
never.
fucking chance.
and like that's also on you as a creator to vet that stuff too, because I've heard so many people be like, "Oh, they didn't know who they were working with." It's like that's
Why?
your responsibility to like vet these people. Like do 5 minutes of research and like get the vibe around here. Like do the bare minimum to prevent that from happening. Because like your whole reputation, like first off, fuck the reputation. Like your fans are now out of money. Like you like that's some creators have kind of made a comeback from that, and it's still like, dog. Like, I don't know. I'm never gonna forget that. Like,
no,
I'm not even affected. Like, that's still like that's the scummiest shit. Like,
Yeah.
no.
And you get to see that with her. She's still trying to do, when you have KSI on a podcast after a whole thing and you only have like 40,000 views, and then on her podcast that was getting millions of views.
Yeah,
and then
it's going crazy
6
off of like
months.
one fucking meme.
Yeah,
Which is
dude.
like
And
great
she
to
did-
capitalize on it, and then like to Oh.
She dropped the back. She did so good with it. And I was like, man, this might be the first person that really does that jump, that 5 minutes of fame, handles it properly.
Actually, yeah.
And then does get that.
Utilizes
Oh, this
it.
is going in the right direction. Oh my God.
And it's over. Like,
You
easy come, easy go, I guess. Like, holy shit.
Now I'm writing. Now people are doing studies on how you can fuck something up so quick.
Yeah.
too.
Like, yeah, you are the example now. You pulled a Hawk Tua.
Yeah, dude.
It's just insane. I mean,
Which both sides, you just.
and like so many, like a lot of YouTubers have kind of done that, and it's. I'm not going to say names, Logan Paul, but like it's crazy that people have done that and like kind of gotten away with it and like sort of made a recovery and then like done something else. So it's like, oh, cool, like you actually sort of farmed, you convinced enough people that like you made a change or whatever, and then it's like you do something else. It's like, oh my fucking God, like how do they keep getting away with it?
Trick me once. Trick me twice.
Took me twice. Took me 17 times.
Yeah.
18th time. Oh, they really meant it this time.
It's like, oh, well, he's a changed person. I don't think so.
Crazy shit, yeah.
I don't think so. So going now, way back, you, before band, before all of that, you had a decent childhood. Yours is like, hey, was it pushed into art and everything else?
No, it's actually like the exact. So I'm really blessed with like amazing parents. Like shout out mom and dad, Manley. Like they gave me a cool last name. Didn't wind up with like Liam Hyman or something like that. Like thank God. You know?
Liam Hyman here.
Like I mean I'll deal with it, but Hyman reviews doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. But I mean I'd click it. That'd be funny. Like parents are super awesome. They were sort of like
that chair. That's your intro to
Pop
each.
that.
Yeah, that's your intro for.
I
each
now have
video.
a second channel.
You're like, fuck, it's so good now.
Why didn't I think of this before? Oh my God, that actually is really funny. I don't think I can pull that off, but that's really funny. A third channel now in the works.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I'll write that one down.
What was I saying?
Great parents.
Good, oh yeah, great parents, and like they were around the like they were like, we're gonna support our kid and whatever they want to do. So I found a drum set in like 4th grade, and I was like, I like drums because they're loud and obnoxious, and that's fun to do. I hated piano lessons, all that stuff. 4th grade, did like a talent show in like a tiny little school, and everyone's like, wow, drums, you're so good at drums. And I was like, whoa, like this feels so good. I'm gonna make drumming my entire personality, and my entire self-worth will be based on that. And I was like, dude, this is so great. I'm just gonna be like the best drummer in the world. That was like my only thing, and I had an amazing mentor. Somehow just happened to be local. Probably one of the smartest guys I've ever met. I know you guys don't care about drums or anything. He reinvented how drum notation works. He has written over 10,000 pages of like books Like he has his own system. He's crazy. He's actually
just magically
crazy. He has a
you're
book he made of
too-
just quotes that he finds in movies and books. It was just his quote book. Smartest guy. He was such. Thank God he was in my life, because he was just like, he saw right through me, and he was like, oh, you just want this for like attention, or like, and I didn't know. I'm like, I just want to be good at drum. I love the idea of like, oh, dude, rock star drummer in my head. And he was like, he saw through every excuse I ever threw at everything, and he's like, here's what you need to do to be better, because he's like, you're good. You're very good. And I think a lot of people put pride in being like, I had to work for it super hard. And like, you don't understand. Like, I kind of wasn't. I was lucky enough that I just kind of picked it up pretty fast. And he's like, everyone else is busting their ass to like get good at this, and you're skipping all the steps.
The hard work beats talent.
And he was able to like kind of like gently kind of give me the smacks in the head to be like, okay, like I'm not, all right, you're right. And then he forced me to do this thing called the drum off. I know we're getting off tangent, but the Guitar Center had this thing called the Guitar Center drum off, where you had 3 minutes to just do a drum solo, and then you could go up to like a national scale and like win a ton of money. So I entered, and I remember being like, I'm so like, I've got all these like crazy things planned out. It's gonna be amazing. I got up there to play. I blacked out. I don't remember what I played. It was the most stress I have ever felt in my life, and it was one of those moments where it's like, oh, like all this like head knowledge ego of like, oh, I'm a great drummer. It just fell apart in an instant. I did okay. Like I survived, but it was enough to be like, it changed everything. And I talked to my drum teacher about it. And like we went through this whole thing, this therapeutic way of being like there's potential, and then there's actualizing it into like an actual like thing. And like that connection was never really made in my head of like, oh, I can play great on my own. And then you record it and you hear it back and you're like, yeah, that could be tightened up. And you realize that you're not as good as you thought you were. So that was kind of like a big thing for me in my life of like the stress of what I imagined in my head is not always reality. And like that was kind of my like humbling moment of life where it's like, I have to actually like put in the work and do the boring shit first. Childhood stuff, like I had great parents that were supportive. And then, I really don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest, but basically like that was like, drumming was like my thing. I love drumming, and I wanted to be really good. And it sort of built this, like, I always had this insecurity of like, nothing's ever good enough. I need to keep doing better. Cause it was just like it's my self-worth. Like I'm only good if I am a good drummer, and I can be competent and all this stuff. And I'd obsess over it, like really unhealthily. OCD runs in my family, a lot of anxiety stuff, all that like is very prevalent in my family. And that was kind of like my first taste of it when I was like early teens. And I don't know, drumming was just sort of like the way I could just be like, I have something to define myself by. And I eventually led later in life to be like, oh, actually that's not good. Like you need to see yourself as a person first, and all this other stuff. Like you're not just you on drumming. I think people can relate on that. It's like, I am my job, or I am my this. It's like, well, step back a little bit, and reassess there. But yeah, childhood was pretty good. There was some rough stuff in the family. When it came to like money stuff, but for the most part, like my dad always provided really well. My mom was just like super sweet. I really cannot ask for like, I had like the best starting class parents ever, and like I don't try to ever forget that.
You're like, I got lucky on this one.
Yeah, I really did. I mean, I remember like even my friends would be like, dude, your parents are so cool. And I was like, really? And looking back, I'm like, God, you don't know what you have really until it's like you're older and like, oh my God, like where would I be without any of that support? So that's sort of the childhood thing. I'm sorry if I'm like kind of.
No, this is perfect. This is exactly this is the shit. I think a lot of people, you either resonate with it, or some people might have an easier childhood, harder childhood, but then it's just a wake up call to people to see, hey, this is even with these trials and tribulations, or hey, he got set up this way, but that's how he got to where he is now.
And everyone has a different story. I think like everyone's got their own journey of like, oh man, I went through this and it really sucked. And someone else's, you're like, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Rock bottom for you. And I think like realizing like everyone, like kind of keeping that in mind is a hard thing to do, because I think some people really did have it like rough. Like there are some creators I talk to that have like, they're way more successful than me. And I hear their story. I'm like, how the fuck are you alive? That type of stuff. And it's like that. I love hearing those stories from other people, because I think the one thing that we can all kind of relate on is like pain and trauma. Like that's the people like, oh, it's like love is the big universal. Like, no, it's like everyone has shit in life that sucks. Like that's the one thing where you can be like, I don't know who you are, but I bet you've gone through some bullshit. Like you've gone through something that you didn't want to do. You came out a changed person. Like, let's talk about that. I think that's cool. Like,
I think people relate.
I think everyone like tries to hide that. Like it's I don't know. I think that's cool.
And that was one of the purposes of the show, is to show everyone, all the hosts had poverty or harder childhoods, and that's the one thing I wanted to shine light on, to show, hey, look, like
I had it great.
Yeah,
I did great. I did great. Like, really, no complaints.
You're like, hey, it's. And that's relatable to others. And like, oh shit, okay, well, I was complaining about this. We had the same childhood, but look where they are. And that can motivate somebody. Or
Absolutely.
it could be, oh, Eli dropped out of high school and then no college and grew up very poor. But look where he got to through hard work. Nick, same thing. Yeah. Okay, his dad, that his parents had drug addiction. They fought through that by moving to here. And then that's why he worked the way he did, or why he took so long to propose to his and marry his wife, because he had to set up, he had to own a house before he proposed, because his childhood made him have that mindset of, I have to be able to provide for a family before I start a family, because I don't want them to go through what I did. And you get to see how that trickles throughout their life. And then they still get to, hey, look, I am now crushing this side. I made it.
Here's what I learned along the way, though, so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did, type deal. Like,
but
that is
never be a victim. It's like one of the things I'm very big on. I'm like, if the person is like, well, I'm owed this, or well, I had the cards stacked against me. I don't give a fuck off. I do not give a shit of how bad your life was.
Yeah,
there's people that have had way worse lives and then came out on top. And never said, oh,
it's just self-sabotage when you do the victim thing. Like, it feels good to be like, yeah, I mean, this sucks. Like, I have it bad. And it's like, you can let that just like squander your entire future. Yeah. The entire thing. It's like, if you think you're a victim in anything, like, you're just going to lose all hope and motivation to change it. It's like, no matter how bad circumstances are, there is always the light at the end of a tunnel. Like, there's something you can do. There's always something you can do.
And if you have that mindset, a lot of the times you will then group with other people with that exact same mindset. And now you have this echo chamber of negativity, victimhood.
And then you get the crab bucket mentality of like, oh, wait, you're actually changing your life? No. Because then that truth is kind of ruining my own reality of like, oh, my life sucks, so I can't change it. And then someone starts changing their life. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I've seen, like, you see it all the time. I'm just like, no, you have to be sad and miserable and like just accept it, type deal.
Dude, I cut those people out so fucking fast.
It's like it can just leech all your energy.
Yeah,
like, it is. Yeah,
I keep my Facebook open, my OG one, because the town I grew up in, a majority of my childhood, and the Crawfords were very poor. Like, I had it was like 700 or 900 square foot house for 7 people, 600 square foot. It's 600 or 700 square foot house for 7 people.
I mean, at that low square footage, like, that does make a significant percentage difference.
Yeah,
like,
well,
that's how small it is.
Yeah, it was a tiny fucking house. You had 2 bedrooms. That was it, and then the living room and
closet.
The kitchen and the laundry room. That's it. And it was like we had rats and mice and like all that stuff. And I thought that was normal. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, dinner.
Hell yeah.
I was like, oh, that's my childhood. Everyone's experienced this. And that's how I grew up. And I still follow in that town. There's a lot of poverty in that town. And I still follow the people I went to high school with. But I get to see their mindset all read. I'm like, holy shit, you're my age and you are still blaming the world.
Oh my God. Dude.
Instead of making any change. Well, if I wasn't born in Crawfordsville, really, that's what's holding you back.
Yeah. Oh my. That's why I love talking about like anxiety and depression, all that stuff, because I feel like so many people that deal with this and suffer through it. It's a real thing. Like that does suck, and we all have experience with it. I think. I love the idea of like, it doesn't matter like how shitty you're feeling. If you can't even get out of bed, it's like rewarding that like, I put 1 sock on today. And that's a little bit of a victory. And like, okay, instead of being like, oh man, I can't do shit, I can't even like eat food. It's like, okay, what can you do? And then treating it as a win. And like all those little things. There was one guy I knew, I didn't like know him. He was like a friend of a friend that used to be very overweight. And it sucks. Like, it sucks being overweight. And sometimes that's really hard to change, behaviorally, all that stuff. And he was like, he went through this whole program where it's like, can you put on shoes every day for a month straight? And he did. And then after the shoes, he's like, okay, can you get in your car and like drive to a gym or close to it? Didn't go inside, just like did that back and forth to the point where it's like, became part of his day. So there was no resistance doing it. It's just like the dumbest baby step you can do to get there. And eventually it's like, signed up, just walk in, walk out. And then it's like, okay, walk in, touch a machine, like do one little thing. And then like within a year, he had lost like 200 pounds of just like, he hated doing it. It's not like he was like, oh, I can't wait. It's like, yeah, just do the dumbest, littlest thing you can like humiliate yourself to do, that you can roll your eyes to some like embarrassing, like I don't feel confident doing it, but it's like, at least you did it. But you can snowball that into the next day and the next day. It's like, for me, I started the story of like, I think I have like pretty, not terrible, but like ADHD, I think is like a pretty strong thing with me. I've talked about this to some people, and I've actually never sought like an actual diagnosis. Not saying you shouldn't. It's just for me, I never wanted, I really don't like the idea of being like, here's the label. Like, you have this debuff, here's some medications. Like maybe that works for some people, maybe it doesn't, but it's like having the idea of like, okay, maybe I'm on this thing. Instead of being like, oh, fuck, like I'm debuffed by it, I can't do anything. What are some systems I can do, what some research I can do to be like, okay, I now need to have things in front of me. I need to write them down. I need to have them visible at all times. If I don't, it disappears out of my head. It's like, okay, here's how I can work around this and like actually get some stuff done. And then before you know it, it's like you build those behaviors, you change the habits. And it's like, I've seen that transform my life in so many ways, where it's like, I just can't shut up about it. Because I'm like, this could happen to you. Like, I'm telling you, you think you can't make the changes? You think you're stuck with this thing? Trust me, like that's just like your brain psyoping you into being like, no, you can't do it. It's like,
I gotta accept my deck of cards, and I can't.
Oh, bummer. Oh, damn.
Oh, I have because I have a prescription for Ritalin, and it is life changing when I use it. I just don't.
Yeah.
All the time, I know if I'm going to need it and I need to focus on something more boring, if it's like emails, paperwork, I'll be like, okay, this is when I will crack this in half. I will eat this one compared to how much is prescribed.
Yeah.
And I will say it is one of the few times I hear silence, which
it's like having those 10 conversations that are all wrong in your head, and you're like, oh, can I sleep? That's why I drink like 13 of these every day. It's just like, I mean, the thing is, I have friends that like I think even worse ADHD than me that used to take medication, and they're like, it fucked my life up because I didn't stop taking it. It's like watching that tolerance build up, and it's like, that's a scary thing to deal with. And then they're like, okay, I don't even take it anymore. I've used a bit of the medication to like reinforce behaviors, use the dopamine to like get yourself into working or get yourself into that, and then wean off and see if those behaviors still stick. You know, all those things. It's like, you use it when you need it, you don't abuse it. And like understanding that relationship and sticking to it. For some people, they might not be able to. And it's like, then just stay away from it.
That's a doctor told me. And when she was starting to up my dosage, because it was, for me, it was, my body size. She was like, I just want to start out really low. And then
see
we'll
if you
adjust
respond.
Yeah. And then I told her, I was like, hey, this wasn't the amount, but if I did this amount, this was perfect. And that, I think there it is. I think that's the amount I want to take. And then she's like, okay, well, let's do some tests. And then finally I found my perfect dosage. And then months go by and she's like, hey, your prescription should have been out by now. I was like, no, I only do it here and right on these specific days if I'm doing this. And she was like, thank God.
Yes.
She's like, because it's that worry of, he's just trying to get more and more prescription to take meth essentially.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like I actually feel calm and quiet when I'm on Ritalin, and it was great. And I can even take a nap on it. She's like, oh, you actually need Ritalin. If you can fall asleep with this shit, you 100% need Ritalin.
Yeah,
like,
100%. And it's like, you get a lot of people that aren't responsible for that stuff. And then it screws over other people who need it because they go, oh, this is being abused, shut it down, make it hard to get. And the people who need it are like, I can't now fucking get it because all these other people are ruining it. And it's really tough. Like, how do you diagnose things? And there's a wide range of, I would say, competency in psychiatry, where there's people that can vet. There's some people who are like, okay, whatever, here's a prescription.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, it's even hard as someone that isn't technically diagnosed, because I'm just like terrified to do it. I really don't want to do it. And it's like, I don't want to talk to someone that's like, oh yeah, you probably have it. Cool, here's your prescription. Like, I want to go through a fucking like 30-day test where they're like analyzing my brain. Like, I don't care. Like fucking do whatever you have to do to like confirm it. And then we can move from there. But that's why I'm like, I'm not at a point in my life where I need it yet. So I'd rather save that until it happens. But because like for me, we talked about this earlier, like I had like a really bad alcohol problem when I was a lot younger. And I was fortunate that it wasn't this like, some people it's like they have one drink and they turn it into 20.
What was the age?
I was about 22. I was about 22 to 23 was when I was like really, I started drinking because my family is like my family. I never did drugs. I don't like weed. I never did like anything because I was just terrified of it. I'm a huge, it's a colossal.
Dude, I hated I will never do coke. I was like, ooh, why would you do that? Why would you put that in your system?
Yeah.
Crazy to me. The
craziest thing I did was like smoke a like pretzel stick in high school to be like, oh, it's a cigar. I was just scared of all that, but like drinking was a normal thing. It's everywhere. Yep. So I was like, okay, cool. I'd have a drink, and I remember the feeling of like going out to dinner because I hated going out to family dinners. Like I would go out to dinner and it'd be like the most boring fucking 3 hours of my life. I have to pretend to be like, I'm having a fun time. I'll talk about like the weather again, you know? Yeah. So I'm sure some of you can relate. And then I remember like having a couple glasses of wine. Like my dad would be like, yeah, have some. And I'm like, cool. And then I just remember being like, this is awesome. I feel the way other people look. And I remember being like, this is just the greatest. I'm like, I'm calm, I'm chill. And I wasn't like slamming him back, but it was like, oh, this is cool. And I remember being like, that was a very prominent thing in my book. And then my brother was like a big frat guy, and like he's great. But yeah, we would drink together. I mean, like when I was pretty young, and I remember like getting like blackout as a kid, like playing tetherball with a ceiling fan, just being like, this is awesome, and having like the worst day ever. And then be like, I'm never doing that again. Then I wouldn't for a long time. But when I turned 21, I was like, oh, cool, I can drink with my friends and have a good time. And, you know, be responsible with it. And then it turned into I'm really stressed because I'm a very like stressful, I'm a pretty high strung person. And I remember being like, oh, I can have a drink and it goes away. That's really cool. That's really convenient. And I would be more charismatic. I'd feel more comfortable. I was able to do work better because I have all this extra dopamine. I'm feeling good. My GABA's like nice and mellowed out. So I'm like, yeah, I can do this thing that I've been putting off for a year. Cool. Yep. I'll just like send that thing, and wow, I'm doing so good. This is great. No deleterious side effects. I'm still working out. I'm eating okay. I actually have a really like low appetite already. So like this would help me feel hungry. So I started doing this as just like, yeah, I'd hang out with my brother, visit him in New York, and like drink a couple days, and then a week, and then 2 weeks, and every dinner. And then it turned into this thing where it's like I would go on tour and like not really drink at all except for off days. And then I'd come home and I'd be like, I'm bored. I have a month between tours. Let's drink. And then and it always was just this fun way to like, it was easier for me to bond with like my parents. It was easier for me to like just enjoy any social interaction. And I never drove or anything like that, but I got to the point where my tolerance shot up like a lot. So, and I started writing down. I have like Excel spreadsheets where I would write down every amount that I took. So I would measure each little thing and be like, all right, I only had 12 ounces today. I only had 20 ounces. It turned into this like real quick. I'm like, wait, I just drank I drank exactly 3 ounces, which is 2 shots on a LaCroix, which is carbonated. So it's actually going to hit my stomach faster on low appetite. This will be great. Start the day with that. I don't have to drive anywhere. I'll go play video games. I'll go hang with my friends. And if that wears off, I'll have some more. And I was like, that's normal people don't do that.
No.
And after like a year and a half, I was like, this is a problem. And I started to realize like, oh, okay, like this is not okay. And I don't want to stop, but I think I can. So I stopped. I would go on tour and be like, oh, I'm fine. Yep. Like I can, yeah, I'm good at all. And then I'd come back and it would just kick right back up. And I was like,
justifying yourself. I quit last time.
At the time, I'm like, I'm young, I'm having fun. My brother, like most people go to college, they drink a lot when they go to college. I didn't go to college. So I'm like, oh, I'm just making up for lost time. I'm having fun. And then it got to the point real quickly where I was like, I'm not having fun. When I'm not drinking, I feel like shit. I get just terrible anxiety. Like it was just awful. My stomach would feel like shit, headaches, all this. And I would be like, I'm drinking coconut water, Gatorade, like I'm min-maxing everything. I started researching it because I'm like, maybe do I have an issue or am I just having fun? I started researching it and I was like, oh God, what do you mean I'm supposed to have like 2 drinks a day? What do you mean? Like normal people don't do, like, that's not right. That's not true. And I started getting like, I would drink and I would just research it. And it got to the point where I was like, I think I've made a terrible, terrible mistake. And it got to the point where I was just like, I was drinking like half a handle a day and being like, I'm not doing this for fun. I'm doing this to like feel okay.
Yep.
And I remember just feeling so sick and just being terrible and being like, I fucked my life. Like I really just fucked up. And like the shame and embarrassment of being like, I don't even want to, like, how do I tell my parents about this?
Yeah.
I remember like one night I had like a blood alcohol of like 0.3 and I was just like, my parents were like, are you okay? Like, are you sick? We're gonna take you to the hospital. And I was like, I need to go to the hospital. I went to the hospital and I was like, They're like, what are you in for? And thank God I was probably pretty drunk. I was just like, I'm an alcoholic. And my dad's like, no, you're not. And I was like, no, I am. This is what's going on. And like that whole thing was like this. It was like the weight of the world was sort of like, okay, I'm now in a position. I'm in a hospital. I'm being helped out. The nurses are being like very insightful. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to rehab. Like I was thinking I was like 23. I was like, I need to go. I need to get this fixed. Like I'll do whatever I can to get this fixed because I have like every opportunity. Like I have so much going for me and I'm throwing it away. And it was just like taking that pill of like, I've got a problem here. So I went to rehab and it was the same place that actually, who played the genie in Aladdin? I'm forgetting his name.
Will Smith?
No.
William.
William.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Yeah. It was the place he went to.
Oh, okay.
He didn't end up great. So maybe not the best endorsement.
He had a
but
couple
I
of
went
vices.
there. It was a great place. Actually, it's funny because the drummer for Journey, Dino, he went there too. He lives like right near me. He's actually his son. We were in a band together. Really cool dude. I was like, oh, like these two people have been there. Like we'll go there. Like I was like, great. I'll do whatever I have to. I got there and it was just like the most eye-opening thing of my life. Fortunately for me, like I realized like the drinking wasn't the problem. For a lot of people, drinking isn't a problem. It's the solution. And for me, I was like, okay, what's the problem? And it's like, okay, OCD, anxiety. Where is it all bubbling from? How do I actually like handle this like an adult and not a kid? And it just really changed my life. So now, like, fortunately, like my relationship to drinking, it's like I just basically like never do it, except for like I'm at like a wedding or like a friend's place or like that's fine for me. It's a fun little thing, and then like it goes away for half a year.
You're not like, oh, I need
no,
this.
No,
You're
I'm
just
not.
Like, oh, okay,
I'm not like that. And it was cool being in rehab because I got to be with people who were, and like the spread of people there was crazy. There was like a CEO guy. There was like an ex-cop. Like just the most cool people. I met like so many good friends. I'm just like, yeah, I got fucked. Like a lot of like heroin stuff, like accidental from like botched surgeries, and they put too much heroin, which immediately got them like addicted because they like 10 times the dose. Just crazy stories. And I hear testimonies of like, you think you've hit rock bottom, and then that's like the 10th of their story, and it just like keeps going and going and going. Of like, you will feed this thing, and it'll just take everything from you. Yeah, it's like. And I was like, holy shit. The stories of like people, they have one drink, they turn into 20, and then cocaine, and then this and that. And I got like really into the science of it, of like how it's affecting your brain, how it manipulates your thinking, how it distorts your thoughts, all this stuff. That's more like that's not actually physical really, but I just got into learning it because it was a very kind of like 12-step thing, which is more of a religion. And like, I wasn't really into that. For me, it's like, I don't think this is addressing the problems. It's more of like, you're fucked forever. I'm like, that's not actually really true. There are cases where that is, but it's not uniform. And it's like take what you want, leave what you don't. And I learned a lot of really cool things in there. It's like the biggest thing for me, and I didn't realize like it's just like how bad alcohol is. And I'm not like saying you can't do it. Like enjoy yourself if you can responsibly. Like it's like live your life, of course, but like understanding like what it's doing to your body is like the scariest thing, to the point where it's like I'm terrified of like drinking anything more than like 2 drinks, and it's like anything past that, I'm scared of what's going to happen because it's bad. Like the way, like people think alcohol is the problem. It's not. It's what it turns into after it's metabolized in your system.
Ethanol, right?
Ethanol turns into acetaldehyde, which is like 10 times more toxic. It's around there. It's super toxic. And that's your liver being like, oh, we need to metabolize the ethanol. That's what's killing your body. The hangover is not from dehydration. It kind of can be a little bit, but that's usually not the problem. It's acetaldehyde coursing through your system. It's fucking up your heart rate. Your sleep's all fucked. It goes through your eyes, your liver, your kidneys. Like every part of your body gets fucked up by this, which is funny because if you go to the hospital for acetaldehyde poisoning, what do they give you?
Booze. Do
they give you ethanol? Vodka? Yeah, they give you alcohol because like that's when it turns it into acetate and then it clears out through your kidneys. That's why it's a vicious cycle of like people drink, they have the worst day of their life, they have shakes or whatever they're going through. What happens is like basically you have so much of this stuff in your system, it's going overloaded. Your GABA receptors are which kind of calm you down. Same thing that Xanax does. It's now your body's trying to maintain homeostasis, and then it's going like, oh, we need to put that into overdrive. You get seizures and you can die from it. It's the only 2 drugs. Like any benzodiazepine or alcohol will kill you from withdrawals,
which is terrifying.
It's horrifying. It's the only drug you can take too much and die, and take too little and die.
Yep.
It's kind of nuts. But like that's the vicious cycle of like, oh, I feel so terrible, but if I have a drink, I'm back to normal.
Yep.
And it's like that's in that whole thing of watching that play out in people's lives and the stories. I'm like, holy shit, that is me to a T. Like that's what happened. I let this thing take a hold of my life, and it's like, well, now I know. Like, learn the lesson.
Don't do the same thing.
Yeah, don't do the same thing. But I think like nobody knows about this stuff. Like nobody talks about it. Like people don't know like any of this stuff. It's like, no, like here's, and like if you like, of course, like consume responsibly. It's like just understand what it's doing to you and like the long-term effects that it can very well have. It's like one of the most destructive drugs that we have. You do the dumbest shit on alcohol. Like you can kill people easily. Like it's so readily available.
It's wild that it is, we've talked about it before a little, but it is the one drug that, oh yeah, anyone can get it as long as you're 21 versus weed. And weed also does have its negative side effects, but overall, like way less. Yeah, way less damaging to you. And then on the flip side, we have the fitness challenge going on right now. Even alcohol, it's like for dudes, hey, your estrogen is going to kick up your estrogen too, lower your testosterone, all those negative side effects, plus calories. Yeah, and how many calories? Unless you're drinking vodka or
still a lot of alcohol, regardless calories.
Yep.
Empty
people do
calories.
not realize that, and it's like, oh, now it's sugar. Guess what?
Yep.
You're getting fat.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, don't do that, and you'll drop weight. Dude, cut out booze from your diet or soda. You drop weight so fucking fast, and your skin clears up so good. People do not realize, hey, you want to look younger, stop drinking. Yeah, it happens
It'll age you. It ages you and your brain by like so much. Like you drink alcohol, you're like, oh, it's so much fun. Then you stop drinking, you're like, everything sucks. I'm bored. I don't want to do anything. You turn into like a curmudgeon. Totally. It's like, that's why I think it's such a shame when people are like, oh, well, I have to drink to relax. It's like, I understand that. Give it a month. It'll go away, and you will learn to like, oh, I can actually like enjoy things. And like learn to like maybe compartmentalize stuff a little bit better and like not have to use that as like I'm just using it to de-stress. It's like
go to the gym.
Just do anything else. Like I understand like it's not immediate. It's not as immediate, right? And that's obviously that's the benefit of it. But like it is so overcomable to the point where it's like you kind of forget that it's around.
Going back to the short-term mindset versus 5-year plan.
And it's impossible to see when you're in the middle of it. It's one of those things where it's like when you're in the middle of like, even if you're not like, if you don't really have a problem. And like that's why I don't like the term alcoholic, because like no one thinks of themselves as that, but like everyone's relation to it is different. Some people have one glass of wine a night and they think they have a problem. That can be a problem for them. For others, it's like they can drink way more and it's not. It doesn't. And they can handle it and it's fine and it doesn't turn into like major health effects. Like, it can happen. Just I'm not using that as like an excuse for anyone else, but like it's a reality and it'd be disingenuous not to acknowledge it. At the same time, like when you're in the throes of it, if you're like, yeah, I drink every night. That's a habit you've built up. You have that reinforced. It's like the thought of not doing that is so boring. You can't even imagine a life where it's like, oh yeah, I just have fun in the evening, right? Like relax with my kids or my wife or whatever and like have fun. It's like, it's almost impossible to imagine. But if you trust the process, like it absolutely can happen. Like, it happens.
I'll hit it. Mine is, I never had a huge drinking problem. And then I finally got older and I was like, oh man, these hangovers, even if I have two.
Yeah. Like, it's also like anyone that has a drinking problem, like he usually kind of stops because like you get to the point where like, I just can't do this. I'm an adult. I can't be just drinking. Like you can't function. You get to a point where like it just won't work.
No.
Like, that's why I think like everyone that has like an addiction problem or anything, it's like, it's a phase. You'll get by it. If you can address it, if you can overcome it, which anybody can, like anybody can do it. You get some community, get some support. You need support. You can figure it out and be like, all right, that's a bump in the road, and now we're off to like actually living life. Like it's not like it's not going to end your life. I mean, it can if you let it, but like you can move past it and be like, whatever, next thing. I forgot where I was going with that.
No, it's perfect. It is, especially with the fitness journey. It's that healthy mindset. And hey, how do I set myself up for success? Removing alcohol from it, or doing like. Start slow, start removing it from your day-to-day.
Baby
Try
steps.
to do it. It's like, hey, maybe once a week, Friday, I'll have a drink or a couple drinks. I'm not getting blackout or I'm not getting drunk. I hate the feeling of being drunk. Like
I hated it too.
And that's why I was like, oh man, what happens if something happens and now I can't react the way I want? It's why I'm getting high. It's like, oh, if I'm high, I won't be able to react in this situation properly, and I can't have that, so I gotta stay sharp.
Yeah.
So that's how my mindset got rid of that stuff, and I've continued that my entire life now where I'm like, I'll have some drinks, don't want to get drunk. I've been drunk maybe like shit wrecked. Y'all have seen me shit wrecked on the podcast one time, I think.
Is that actually an episode?
Yeah. Oh dude, I got shit wrecked on one episode.
I gotta watch that. Which one is it?
It was I want to say the Chris the Magician's episode. And it was a weird one because I
cast booze.
Dude.
Whoa, my back.
No,
BAC.
two episodes. One was, and I didn't know, this one was just accident. I took some medicine. I think I was sick or something. I was like, oh, I'll knock it out. But I took some medicine, and then I only had 2 drinks, and I was fucking blackout from 2 beers. Yeah, it was wild. I had 2 drinks. I was blacked out.
Bodies can react. People don't realize like how much different bodies are from each other. Like they do weird things. Like everyone's got like crazy different metabolisms. Like it is kind of crazy. Like some people like they can take 20 drinks, nothing. Some people take 1, it's like done.
Yeah, and that was one of the few times I know my tolerance. I was like, 2's good. I'll be fine after 2. Bro, I don't remember. I was in the bathroom, blacked out. Sav texted me. She didn't know where I was, and then finally I came to. I was like, hey, babe, I am so sorry. I was passed out on the fucking toilet floor. I had 2 drinks, and then on camera we watched back 2 drinks. Like, that's gone.
Like the magician's like, hey, to put a little pill in.
I was like, fuck, dude, what the fuck happened?
My next act, here's some car keys. Oh, shit, yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Going to go to downtown. I'll see you guys later. Just run into the garage.
We gave him the racing sim wheel in the bathroom.
I was like, fuck.
Get this guy car keys now.
But with the fitness challenge, you get to see community aspects of it. You get to see everyone helping each other and lifting each other up, especially on the Reddit. We have one of the most healthy Reddits I've ever seen. Everyone,
that is saying something.
Dude, everyone helps each other. They're kind. They also, if another subreddit tries to talk shit or anything, they are the most vicious group of autisms. Like the weaponized autism, they would just go fucking kill everyone. You're like, oh, guys, let's.
Your worst nightmare is like an autistic person with free time. Like,
yeah, dude,
do not get in their bad side.
And that is our entire audience. But they're all helpful for each other, and that's where it's like, okay, cool. Even if you're having a bad day or you're starting your weight loss journey and it's embarrassing to take a shirtless photo, or you're just embarrassed to take a selfie standing on that weight and then showing your cellular profile, you're just immediately hit with positive responses. Like, hey, good job. Hey, you're kicking ass. Hey, you're
like
taking
that shit. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't want to make this like mandatory, like guys. But it's like I feel like men. Anything like that, any person, there's like having the wind in your sails on anything can just be like the most life-changing shit. Like you tell a guy like, hey, nice shirt. They'll remember that for the rest of their life. Like one compliment can just like change your life's trajectory. I think it's cool with fitness too. It's like being like, oh, I just did this, and seeing the response of like, hell yeah, like keep going. It's like that's what's missing from so many people's lives. I think and it's easy as someone like me that can just like disappear in a studio and be totally content, like typing away. All that stuff. It's like being around people and like feeling some form of like actual connection and like having people like, yeah, you should do more of this. Like you should work out more. Like I just did this today. Congrats on doing this. And you're like, hell yeah. Like it's me versus me. And they're supporting me on everything that I'm doing. And I'm getting better. Like having that with fitness is like, I wish more people had that. I wish more people had that mindset. Like if I go to a gym, everybody in there is like a potential friend. And they all want to see me like do better. Like ask anyone advice and they'll be like, I would love to help you. Like every gym bro wants that. Like everyone's like, yeah, ask somebody for advice. If you feel embarrassed because you're like overweight or something, you don't know what you're doing, like just ask somebody. Like everyone like is there to like see you get better. And I think it's such a like a shame that people don't do that because they don't see, they only see this sort of like me versus them or like the insecurities. It's like, no one cares.
No,
just go do something.
Everyone wants
I think it's
to
cool
help.
that your fitness journey is like, not yours, but like the whole group thing is like it's just reinforcing like positive behaviors. Like you get a friend group that does that, and like your life will just change. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
You have people. It's like, oh, it's too late to join, and it's not. You can start then, but they're like, I'm doing it anyways because I'm seeing this positive response of everyone helping each other. I'm like, good. That was the goal with it. It was start a movement, essentially, incentivize it through, hey, our own personal money. I'm fine with throwing money at a situation like that because sometimes that's what it takes is that little. Oh, well, fuck, I have a chance to not only win. Okay, I'm not going to lose the most weight, but what I can do is be the most motivational. Yeah. And that's another way to win was, hey, like if you're the most motivational person on that Reddit or that Discord, here's money. Here's $1,500 bucks.
Incentivize it. Like,
And that's what they're like, oh shit, or who's your favorite journey to watch? Oh, this person's. So there's multiple opportunities to win a lot of money, and that's easy money to incentivize. So
it's the easiest thing to spend money.
Dude, I was like,
hey, you guys want to change your life? You guys want to be a positive force in the world? That's what I think you guys
I'll write that check all day long.
Yeah, easy as shit to pay money for. It's like having any form of like just like overwhelmingly like positive impact. That's why I like you guys so much, because like I see the podcast, I see what you guys do. It's like, oh shit, you're making like a difference. Like nobody can take that away from you. It's like, oh, we donated money to this, we helped these people there, like this person like changed their life, like that. Like nobody can take that away from you guys. I think it's like such a cool. It's just cool to see that, and just that seeing that influence spread in a positive way in people's lives is like, say what you want, but like that's pretty fucking cool.
That's
like,
dope.
That's dope. That's one of the most like satisfying feelings in the world. It's just, like seeing somebody be like, oh shit, you just changed your life. Like. Fuck yeah, like that's so hype. Also getting like 3 kills in Counter-Strike is pretty cool too.
Yeah, you're like, dude, that's pretty dope too.
That's pretty sick. Like,
I wiped the entire team.
I got a pretty sick clip.
NBD.
Not bad. Yeah, I got a bloodthirsty in COD once.
So who is one of the questions that I wanted to start actually asking was,
do you mind if I take a piss break real
go
quick?
PPs.
And then we'll reconvene.
Yeah.
Like do you see like a
Oh no bergs.
Okay.
I would have tell you. I'd be like, there's bears in the cave.
Bears.
Just hanging. Just give my editor something to track and remove the entire time. Like, remove that booger.
I can do it for you. Send me the files. I'll just deal with it.
Tracking.
Done it before.
Oh, dude, tracking has came so far from 2009, 2010.
Oh my God.
Tracking used to be so bad, dude. So jank. And that system worked. Auto track barely worked. It could not track a pixel. You could have a button,
shitty, dude.
And it would still be like, I don't know what I'm looking at. What, here? You want to go here?
Get it.
Oh, keyframe it.
It's a crosshair on a black background. Just track it. I don't get it.
I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know what you're asking me to do, bro.
It's finding like ghosts in your footage or something. Like, it's so bad that it actually justifies updating Adobe products. Like maybe the tracking got better. It's like everything else is broken, but it did get a little bit faster. Like, the one thing, like, fine, fuck it, I'll do it.
No,
I'll sell my soul.
So mad, dude. Oh, all my techniques on like even keyframing or keying out for green screens, I had Freddie never seen it. I would do man, I don't even remember the process, but it was using like alpha channels, alpha mat, doing all this, duplicating, and that'd be done. But Freddie would be like, holy shit, that looks what the fuck is this system? I was like, I don't know. A dude, I watched one tutorial and he did it this way, but it gets rid of any green fringe ever, and it looks fucking beautiful. And he agreed. It's like, this is really, really good, especially with what you were given. I've done, oh man, I need to show you this music video.
It was like hair and everything like that.
Dude, I did a music video and I signed off. They were like, oh, there's X amount of shots. And then sure as shit, oh, well, actually, there's this many shots you have to do VFX for. They did not say that out the gate. It was, oh, you have this many green screen shots. And then it is a ginger chick, red fringy hair with a white dress.
For the D-spill.
With no space between the green screen and her.
So it was all just spilling right on that.
Bro.
Did you have to do like different masks for different green screen keys? Like the amount of separation you have to do.
It like they had her flying, so they put her on the fucking a green screen box, and like this, but then it's bouncing. The green is bouncing up, or when she's like walking, and the green screen's like right behind her. It's just like green. Just I do have shots of that. I will show you. It is the most disgusting green screen, and the level of how good it turned out.
You're rotoscoping everything frame by frame.
Hours. And then all the other random shots that they tried to make me do. And I was like, I'm not doing this for this pay.
No.
You get this. You did not stay. There was like 70 shots. You said there was 12 hard ones and really quick ones.
Hard ones.
Yeah. And I was like, you gave me one of the worst key I've ever seen. Period. What the I hate music videos. I will never do.
I used to have to. I just found a plugin for like the latest video that I've used once on a video called like creates light wrap, where it actually like uses the background if you like pre-compose it. Yeah, creates light. It's great now. But back then I had to be like I didn't even know they existed. So I'm like, okay, we now need to create the background, create like an alpha matte of the green screen, make sure that has to be clamped down and perfect, and then like duplicate that for the background, and then feather the mask, and then blend that to the different blend modes. But it doesn't always work on certain colors. So you have to like do it that a second time for different colors, and then I would actually like paint on me and add like Photoshop paint in After Effects like with the brush, and then like keyframe frame by frame, like, oh, like that's too red, that's too yellow, like move it. Oh my god, dude. And I'm like, oh, I can just use Creates Light Wrap. Okay.
Yeah, Light Wrap I think was what that program is. Probably really good now. Like,
yeah, probably light years better.
Really, oh man, I don't miss any of that. Working in LA and doing I did a handful of music videos in LA when I first moved there to pay for the bills, and they were god awful on just terrible music videos, because it's like artists that like with
they don't know,
$5,000 budget, $4,000 budget,
they don't know,
and it's just so bad. And they're like, oh, look, it's revolutionary. I'm like, this is stupid, but it's a paycheck and I have to do it. Okay, well, I'll knock it out, and then I will never do a music video again after that.
They're such a pain in the ass, especially like you're on a tight budget. You have to have like a band playing. You have to have a crew doing it. So like that's already constrained. And then like just even to put it together, like all the stuff you have to deal with. And like every hour you're spending making that edit is like $1 per hour, down. Like I'm getting like $3 an hour on this. Yeah. Like, cool. This is so awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so motivated.
Fucking dope, dog.
Band's
like,
made it. Actually, can we change this? And like, what if we did that? Like, no. Like,
no.
No. Like,
oh yeah.
Please do not suggest. Like, you don't know what you want. You're making a huge mistake.
Just tell people no is the biggest thing. I would even when I do commercials, when I do edits, everything that I started doing, it was in my contracts was Eli has final say.
Yeah.
So you cannot like, go back and be like, I didn't like that. I'm like, too fucking bad.
Too bad.
Read the contract.
It's in the contract. You paid for it because you need it. Like this is you're be glad you have this, and be glad I'm telling you no. You need someone to tell you no sometimes. It's like
we want a revision. Don't give a fuck.
But we had a tornado come through. We all had to stop production. It was the first time I've ever seen a tornado. We couldn't leave because the trees fell down over the runway. It was terrifying. I'm sure you're like, tornado, deal with that. I've never seen one.
Oh yeah, if you've never, especially coming out from Oregon.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like it was a beautiful day, and it was just like storming. All our phones are like, we're like, all right, well, we're gonna strike it, and then like
sky turns green.
Yeah, it's sky.
High,
it was
warm, cold.
I couldn't see much, but yeah, like the weather. Like we got in the Sprinter van, and the thing's just like shaking as like there's just rain ever. I remember just being like, it's okay. Maybe we get to call it early today. Maybe it's okay. And then it passed. And it's like, oh yeah, half the trees are down, but we have a generator running all the power anyway. So back to shooting. And I was like, what the fuck was today? Just like, yeah, tornadoes, man. That is some scary shit. That is.
They don't fuck around.
I've seen like 20 of them. Like, fuck, man. I'm like, I don't want to ever see one again.
Tornadoes back in the day, like if you're talking before 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, like 1200s, those would have been so confusing as a dude that doesn't, there's no science. God is, you just think you're pissed like off your deity. Yes. You're like, what did I do? I'm so sorry, dog. I am so sorry.
I'll never skip lunch again. I'm sorry.
It's just,
yeah, it's like that's why it's like always funny seeing those old religions where like, oh yeah, I gotta like sacrifice another kid to make sure we don't have like bad crops. It's like, fuck, but I can kind of understand how like you just don't know, or like what's correlating with this. Fuck. Like,
why'd that big old tube thing come down?
Yeah, like what did I do? Oh, it's gonna be jerked off again. Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, because someone in the town
I cummed.
Came, and then immediately that happened, and then they're like, you. It was my fault. Deborah lied. That bitch caused this.
Fuck, my stupid goddamn wife again. It's like, and the crazy thing, it's like, that's not that long ago.
Yeah.
It's like, that was what? Like how many years ago until we realized like, oh, wait, the earth rotates around the sun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And a little too early, it's like, oh, yeah, we're going to kill you now. Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't
recent. Align with some.
People don't realize how recent that shit is.
Yeah,
that is not thousands of years ago. That is like, not Copernicus. Was Copernicus the one that Galileo also maybe? Said, hey, we a heliocentric solar system.
Yep.
Yes, heliocentric solar system is there's the sun, and then the planets revolve around the sun. Yes, that is proper.
I think that's I don't know.
I'm like, dude, I'm pulling out
Capri
my
Sun, Copernicus.
And I want to say Copernicus is the individual that started that model. Who?
The little solar system thing.
Out the heliocentric solar system, and I want to say it was like 1490s. Let me see. I was right.
Like
Copernicus is credited
Hell
with
yeah.
proposing the heliocentric model of the solar system in the 1600s. God bless. This is where my nerd. Like,
No,
I love
astronomy.
astronomy.
I love
I'm like,
space. Have you ever played, just real quick, have you ever played Outer Wilds?
no. Is it?
Okay, well,
I'm gonna
Gave your assignment.
Okay, Outer Wilds.
The worst thing about that game is that you'll never be able to play it twice. It's completely knowledge based.
Is it?
It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. And maybe it doesn't click for some people, but for most part, it's like this. Everyone that knows Outer Wilds is like, oh fuck that game.
No shit.
It's so good.
Okay, I screenshotted that. That will be.
It's
my
so
game.
good. That's the last game I truly played where, besides Elden Ring, and actually maybe a few others, where I was like, I just 12 hours a day. That's all I'm doing. I'm just gonna sit here and play this game. And the first thing I do when I go to wake up is just keep playing this game because I just need to know what's happening next. And then the music, everything. It's been in development since like 2012 for college, and it turned into this whole thing. It was one of the first videos I ever made on the channel was Outer Wilds, and it was pretty dog shit video because I didn't know what I was doing, but the people actually found it. The developers found the video and like reached out like, dude, we're so honored. Like, that was so kind of you. The guy who did all the music is like, the music is so good. Andrew Prallo, shout out. He reached out, was like, dude, you're so kind. Like, thank you so much. I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm not worthy. You guys like just made like the best piece of art I've ever experienced in like the last 10 years of my life. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, side trail.
No, that's good. That's great. Actually, we'll go from not favorite video game, but favorite YouTuber. Who are your top three?
Top three YouTubers. It's tough because I feel like it's always cycling. I try. I'm at the point where like I don't actually watch a lot of gaming YouTube anymore because I find it, if I like it too much, I might inadvertently like take something, which I've actually seen in the past. I had like some bit. It was mild, but like I realized like, oh, I only thought of that because I had like heard that somewhere else. And I felt really bad about it because it was not intentional, but I was like, oh, like no one knew, but I was like, oh, I didn't realize how much like my own like subconscious had been influenced by other creators. So it's now I kind of like this feel like Scott the Woz is really funny, but I don't watch his videos because he's witty. And I'm like, I don't want to like take something that I didn't think of organically. But guys that I grew up on were like, again, like the Normal Boots crowd. My favorites right now, I'm really into, I like learning. I find YouTube has gone from entertainment to kind of more like pragmatic stuff like that. Favorite YouTubers, I would say I really like Nikki Jakey. He's been like the sweetest guy in the world. Like, there's not a person in this world that like doesn't like him. He's just like the sweetest of sweethearts. Like,
love him on Unsub. He's another one. It'd be a fucking honor.
Yeah,
we use his Berserk theme at the end as our outro for.
Oh, you use his song for that?
Yeah,
that's cool.
That has always been
his music is fantastic
outro.
too. Like, he's like the most relatable like gamer bro. He's just really nice guy, really sweet guy. Like, just watching him like stream lately because he's been doing like a lot of Counter-Strike, which is like my favorite thing. So like watching him do that has been just like, it's just a charm. He's such a charming person, very humble. Like, he came from like kind of similar background of like, yeah, kind of like middle of nowhere, grew up like both drummers. Like, I don't like, I'm gonna be like parasocial, but it's like I see a lot of like, oh, younger brother. Like, I was also in that like with him, and I wouldn't say like a huge inspiration because like we're like pretty different in like how we make content. Like, I can't be like that. Like, it's like Donkey. It's like,
yeah, I
love Donkey. I'm not Donkey. I can't be that. I can't do that. I have like my own thing. So like, I can watch these creators and be like, oh, cool. I'm not gonna like end up like stealing their bit or like taking it by accident, which is funny because every time Jakey uploads, I'm like, another video on my list is like, fuck, I can't do that one now. It's like, I had that idea, like, damn it. And he'll do it way better than I ever could. Because like, there are sometimes like we talk about like the Souls games, it's like, I'm very sure, like, I know he's made his video, like, I don't want to like cross over stuff like that. It's always a worry of mine. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, someone else just made that video. It's like, we're all saying we're all talking about the same topics with like our own point of view. So it's like I think it's cool that we can still do that.
Yep.
But that's kind of been like a really good influence. I really like zero punctuation. Fantastic. Like that dude writes, he might have like some of the best writing I've seen in the gaming sphere. He's an author and everything, and it shows in almost every sentence he writes. Is like it's unique. I've never heard it before. It's original and it's witty. Every single sentence, it's just poetry, like in video format. So I love that. Those are the two, like off the top of my head, I think are fantastic. I'm sure if you start saying names, I'd be like, oh yeah, them too. Because like my subscription list is like 1,000 people of like, oh yeah, I love watching their videos. I'm just like not like remembering it like right now. I think one of my favorite creators, who's actually like one of my best friends, like he's an IRL friend, Scamboli Reviews. He's an Andy-tuber who's really funny, like makes jokes that like, you hear him, you're just like, that's just the funniest motherfucker. And fortunately, he was the one that made me do content. And he was the one that was like, oh, like, make videos, dude. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, yeah, well, it worked for you. It's like, yeah, it's luck and hard. I'm like, okay. So I owe it all to him. But, like, we've taught each other, like, everything. It's like, I've taught him a lot of editing stuff. And, like, we share notes on everything. We're both, like, very analytical when it comes to, like, thumbnail tech, like, retention tech, like, all this stuff of, like, it's kind of like the iron strike. He's the only guy I know that'll be like, that was a piece of shit. Like, don't upload that, fix this, do that differently. He'll also be like, that was really funny, when I don't think it is. So it's like, he's the perfect, iron sharpens iron. Like he can just tear me apart and be like, I'll be like, fuck, you're right. And like vice versa. So it's like, it's nice to have like that. He's very blunt and honest. And he's just like, what you see is what you get, which I really appreciate, because a lot of people aren't like that. It's easy to be kind of,
that's great.
Sort of
That's
like,
great.
yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
great.
It's cool.
Oh, good
It's
job. Fuck no. You don't. You do
No.
your content. It's gonna suck, especially when you just start. It's gonna be terrible. You're not gonna release a good piece of content for a while. When you first release your first podcast, they have to be perfect. Sorry, they're gonna be dog shit. Your first 50 podcasts, dog shit.
But you have to do them because it's the only way you learn. But having someone that like in my life that could be that for me was like transformative. And like he's also like super into working out. It's just like I'm so honored like I have a friend like that. We go way back. I think he's one like he uploads and I'm like, I gotta go watch it. Like, and I'll just be like laughing. It's where like when you watch a YouTube video, oftentimes it's like like that's the level of like laughter you get of most YouTube videos. Him, I'm like, oh my god, how did you say that? Like that's real, but like damn, like oh, I'll tell you, it's just a very funny guy. Very funny, but he keeps it real. He comes from like a pretty crazy background too. So it's like you can tell like he's lived a life. Most YouTubers I think don't. They kind of isolate in the room. They do their own thing. He's like, yeah, I've lived a crazy life. Like I have perspectives to draw upon. It's like, yeah, I do that too. So I think we gel like that. Also, one of my favorite ones is without a doubt Wizards with Guns. Like amazing sketch comedy, super funny shit. Like they do not miss. It is like one of the funniest YouTube channels I have ever seen that's doing sketch comedy to this day and like thriving off of it.
Wizards with Guns?
Yeah. It's like a group of guys that just like they find a way to like create a funny idea and like a theme that like gets you to click on the video, and then they always take it in some other direction.
I've never heard of these guys.
I'll send you some of their better ones. It's really funny.
Dude, Brandon Rogers.
Very well done.
I forgot about Brandon Rogers.
Also hilarious. Oh my god.
Dude, Brandon's a friend too.
Do you know Brandon?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
You gotta get him on.
Dude, I trust me. I've been trying. Brandon was just here last month. Our schedules didn't work because he was out at a convention. He's like, fuck, I'm sorry. Dude, Brandon's been a friend for 5 years now, 4 years.
So many funny sketches. Dude. Like him, like his crew. With,
like, Asiago! Where's the Asiago?
Where's the Asiago? That video is so funny.
The mom. It's just, oh shit.
Shut up, bitch. Where's soccer ball? It's just another cup of coffee. I used to watch that like religiously. I kind of forgot about that channel. Like every video is just so fucking funny. Like the CEO bitch one, like not Diesel.
The teacher.
Oh, dude, like the one where like they all go to like the picnic, like the German like designer and everything. Dude, oh my god, dude, that comedy is like I still can't believe because I remember finding Brandon when he was doing like I didn't find him early, but like I went back through his catalog when he was doing the community college.
Yep.
Bit like I watched that whole series like dying laughing because like you don't see people doing series on YouTube and I'm like this is so fucking funny from like start of the channel to like where they are now, like just banger after banger after banger. Like, I think they're doing like some pretty like I think Brandon's did some pretty dope shit. Oh, dude, he's doing like voice acting and all that. Like it's fantastic.
Crushing life. man,
I would love to see an Unsub I can speak. Unsub podcast with Brandon Rogers. With you guys, I think it'd be so great.
he's a fucking G. He is a G. I haven't texted him in like a month. I need to talk to him. Like last month, it just didn't line up. I was super disappointed. Fuck, because again, some of the best sketch comedy. Sketch comedy is really hard to do.
Yeah,
really hard.
That's the thing is like when it's really funny and it's like not only is this difficult, but to survive on YouTube doing sketch comedy when you don't have like a topic or like any form of draw, it's like you better hope you think I'm funny with a title and a thumbnail.
And it's
then
hard.
You get like one of those, but to do that like over 5 times is insane.
And then to make the content because it is harder to
and deliver.
Yeah, that is I'm gonna watch their shit because I've never heard of them. I like that?
You'll like it, but that's like the first name that comes to my mind when I think of like great creators. I'm sure you have like your own too.
Oh yeah, I have.
I don't want to make this like all about like me.
No, this is the point of this.
It's still.
It is literally the point of this. I have my like.
Say hi to Eli, not like.
Yeah, just
don't shut the fuck up, Liam.
That's it. It falls over.
Yeah, it just tips over. Okay. Great. Well, that worked out.
I have my editor, VFX. Like, shut the fuck, Liam.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like, damn.
Cuts to the guy with like a clip, like you overtime. It's like the Game Awards where they did that. Like, was it to Kojima? The Game Awards where like he was talking and they were like, "Please hurry up." Just like.
Read let that dude of all the dudes.
And if anyone let that guy go 30 minutes over,
we'll listen. Everyone's gonna listen.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, oh wow. I love.
What are some inspirations for you when it comes to videos,
dude? I also, dude. Funny enough, Nikki Jakey. I more recently started watching his stuff in the last few years, but he did one. I forget what the video was on, but he mentioned Anthony Birch. He was like, shout out to Anthony Birch. I love his stuff. And Anthony's a close friend of mine.
Oh, shit.
And he put his name, put his photo up and all this
his
stuff.
His address and his phone numbers.
And Anthony didn't know who Nikki Jakey was. I was like, dude, he gave you a shout out on his video and then showed your name. He's like, oh, cool, I think. I was like, bro, that is an honor.
So cool, yeah.
Because he was like, oh, one of the OG greats, Anthony Birch. And I texted Anthony that photo. I was like, dude, fucking brother, this is a huge compliment to get a shout out.
It's like a really sweet thing to hear.
He's like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll have to watch that video. Yeah. He's like, oh, I hate watching my old stuff because they put one of those on.
I totally get that. It's
Freddie Wong,
Freddie Wong, yeah, that's like classic YouTube, dude. Classic YouTube. I'm trying to pull from like the last like year or two up, like, dude. Like, I don't watch much YouTube anymore, but it's like that. Those are people like I will stop. I will like check that out or like put that on while I'm in the gym. But yeah, like the old school like Freddie W, man.
Four-door, watch that like got me into the filmmaking, the VFX, and then Angry Video Game Nerd. That's why I did my very first video, or inspired by it because he did reviews. I was like, oh, okay, this is what I want to do. And then now I watch Video Game Donkey, Game Grumps, dude. Game Grumps.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Aaron,
another like I knew you were gonna say something. I'm like, yes, that like Game Grumps, dude. That was my like bread and butter,
bro. I used to watch the shit out of it and just laugh your ass off while they played so Sonic or whatever video
Sonic
game.
06 thing. Oh my god.
When they were doing their Mario Maker that was series.
A great one run. Yeah.
And Aaron's just ego raptor, like watching his old Flash to where he
the sequelitis and everything.
Oh, dude, sequelitis.
That changed. Like, that's like one of the biggest things I think inspired me was sequelitis. Of just like that amount of like, I don't even agree with you, and I'm just like watching this for the 30th time. It's just so funny. It's so like charming. It's expressive, and it's like those videos that stick with you after you watch them. Are just like, man, I love that.
You're like, fuck. And now, and it's weird, as you said, it is very cyclic, and then you kind of just stop watching that content and you grow into a new form of content, and then you'll be into PewDiePie with his Minecraft series. I don't watch PewDiePie ever, but his Minecraft, that dude brought back Minecraft to a global scale. Like every video was doing 50 million views, 40 million views, 30 million views, and dear God, that is insane to do that every day. You're just releasing a new Minecraft video and everyone watching that journey together. I was
he never like played video games on like a bridge. That like he never played PUBG at all.
Never did a bridge ever.
Just, like happy ending. It just didn't happen.
That is what it's like. The bridge scene happening and then Adpocalypse.
Oh yeah, that whole. I think that was like after Adpocalypse too.
Yep.
There's been several of them, but like
there's been like 2 to 3.
He's been through like everything in the ringer.
When you're that big, I'm surprised Mr. Beast, he did it good
Yeah.
with like the couple things that did come out against him. He's like, I'm just going to shut the fuck up, continue to push out content, and it will go away. And that's what a majority of y'all need to learn. Shut the fuck up. Stop. Now, if you really fuck up, apologize. Don't go, what's his name? Pirate Soft Gaming. Don't do that route.
Pirate Software.
Yeah, Pirate Software. Don't go that route. But a majority, just shut the fuck up. Don't just shut the fuck up.
The fuck
Move
up.
on.
I have notes on my phone of like, I would love to talk about like these things or whatever. And one of them was like, creators need to learn to just shut the fuck up. Nothing makes me more pissed off than when I go to like a favorite creators page on Twitter and you just see like all these like dog ass opinions of just like, dude, now I don't respect you as much. Like, just clean up your shit. Like, no one wants to see this. I get you're probably young, but like, you're only getting positive reinforcement with your tweets anyway. It's like you're just gonna think anything. You're like, yeah, I think this. It's like no one cares. Like, don't do that. Like, just don't embarrass yourself. Like, just shut the fuck up.
You're a YouTuber. You're Hollywood. Watching them just kill their careers based off, it's like, well, I need to have an opinion. I'll speak up on this. Or they mess up and then they also have to say something. And I've watched companies where I'm like, don't say anything. Don't do that. Do not do that. Why? I'm like, you're going to see how it goes. And then sure as shit, surprise Pikachu. I'm like, what did I say would happen? What did we say would happen with this?
Have you never experienced drama before? It's like you care for a week and then you forget.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up. You're just going to make it worse.
It will go away.
Make an apology if you have to. Do what you have to do to rectify any wrongdoing. But it's like, just shut the fuck up. I've seen creators that I like tweet things, and I'm like, why would you say that? Like, that's like, I don't know. It shows like, oh, this is how you're approaching this. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, this is not a way to communicate. Or like, everyone on Twitter's like getting outraged anyway. Like, you're getting outraged at something. Like, no one wants to. I don't know. It's a show of hands. Like you're showing your cards of like, oh, that's how you treat people. Okay. Oh.
That's what I hate. That is one of the biggest things I always look at is, hey, these creators, I might respect them, or I see something, I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch their content anymore, especially if they continue to go down there. Like Pirate Software, I didn't even know that dude existed until this level of drama, and you can go back and rewind.
I'm actually shocked by that. He had a huge blow up on YouTube.
I know, and
it was like a lot of good stuff because his whole content was just like he'd make shorts, like all these shorts of like, hey, like here's how to solve this problem, like draws it out, everything. It's like, oh, this guy sounds really qualified. Like he's just like he has a thing. It's like, here's how you solve it. He's clearly been streaming for such a long time that anytime anyone asks him a question, it's like, boom, here's the answer in 2 sentences. It's like, wow, this guy knows his shit. And it turns out it's like, oh, maybe he doesn't, and the way he's going about it is like just disgusting. Like
and you can
forget that like I even like thought he was chill. Like,
you could rewind to the point where you'd be like, man, if you would have just went right here,
so many of them,
and just been like, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, this doesn't happen.
Instead of like deflecting, just be like, yeah, I could have, like, you're right, this could have been done differently. If I could take some responsibility. It's like,
and each time it's like, nope. Yeah. And you're like,
you're the problem. You're the reason I'm losing like employees. It's like, God, dude, like do you it's like all the bad apology videos when like what was it, like Amanda Sings came out and she was like the ukulele. It's like, I'm actually, you guys are the weird. It's like, the fuck is going through your head? Like,
and you know that team, we talked about this, is the team was like, dude, this is not a good, there's
no way there was a team there. There's no way she like talked to somebody about this and they're like, yeah, maybe don't. I don't like. There's no way.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because they would have just like strapped it out, like, you are not allowed to touch a camera for the next like 24 hours.
I'd be like, you're not posting that. You are not. No, trust me. I know my audience. Thring.
Yeah, a little too well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little too young. A little
audience.
Too well. It's like, and then, oh, sure shit. Look what happened. And it's that process too. The ego is so big. It's like, no, I know. Trust me. I know how to diffuse this situation. Ukulele comes out. You watched this multiple times. You edited this, and then you thought, "Yep, this is the one."
It's so bad that it's like, go back to the one where you grab a dog and say, I didn't want to have to make this video. Like, you made that one look like great compared to this. Like, this is the newest, like, holy shit. It's like, and then Pirate Software is like kind of even worse, where it's like, oh God, like, how do you, I don't know. I just don't get how you run a business like that and like have this zero empathy and like how people see you. And
That's
like
what's-
not have that mentalization.
That's what's always crazy to me. It's like you have done zero research therapy, anything to that point in your life. If you still do that, if that video you've created something like that and put it out in the world, that means you had zero therapy, self thought reflection ever in your life, because that got created somehow, and I have no idea. Because any therapist,
like any like real life experience, you get that slapped into you, or like oh, I ran into a problem and like I can't do this and still have a job.
if that was my girlfriend, like if my spouse was that girl and
she ran out of mana,
and I'm like walk in and she's playing a ukulele, I'm like, babe, what are you doing? It's like, oh well, I'm doing a video in response. I'm like, can I see it? No,
I don't.
Babe, what is this?
Like how do you go through so many like wrong steps to arrive at that conclusion? It's scary because like that's the thing about content creation, and I'm kind of glad I got into it like later in life, just because I was able to like grow first and be like, oh, like yeah, exactly. It's like the things I made, like the mistakes I would have probably made beforehand.
At 16 or 12.
Yeah, and like there's so many kids like on YouTube, and like we all know like the Minecraft YouTuber scene and all that shit. It's like there's so many kids that just like don't like, I get it, like you're a teenager, like you don't understand that like things aren't this important, or like you don't need to like yell about that, or like things will just sort of fix itself. You don't have to like put every like ounce of yourself on the internet every second.
Yeah.
And then they're getting like, oh, now you're talking to like the state of Texas, that amount of like people,
Which is
like,
wild.
do you realize like how quickly that can ruin your life? It's like no media training, no anything, and that's like we talked about the Mr. Beast thing briefly. It's like because like Oopaville had like a pretty good video with him that was, I thought was pretty good, because I think people thought that was going to be like
Oops. I love Oops.
Oops is great, dude. I saw the Mr. Beast video because it was sort of him like going on there to clear the air, and I think people were kind of mad at that because they were like, oh, like you're not grilling him. It's like, no, it's just Mr. Beast like giving an official testimony to be like, you can attack this now.
Also, Oompa thought he had more time to prepare for it.
Oh yeah, there's always like gonna be like
No, it's
1,000
hilarious.
things,
So-
like that, like maybe could have been like.
So Oops is a really good friend.
I'm sure, yeah, he seems like a cool dude. Has he been on the podcast?
Yeah, he's been multiple.
Hell yeah.
Him and Chris. They're like we
yeah,
text still like he's a really good friend.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Oops, dude, that story's hilarious because it was pretty much the night before. Oh shit, I have a Mr. Beast interview. Whoa, okay.
Oh my, was that fast?
Yeah. So he's like,
Jesus
oh
fuck.
fuck, okay. And it was, I'm going to sleep, waking up, I'll start writing out. He lands in Dallas, but then it's a 2-hour drive from there to his house. So he's like, okay, cool. I still have 2 hours to like really flesh this thing out and get it going. Mr. Beast just landed. Okay, let me see. And then 20 minutes go by and he's going through everything. And then doorbell rings and he's like, what the fuck? It's Mr. Beast at his door. He's like, yeah, homeboy fucking landed, flew a helicopter to his house and then just drove.
Parked it on the roof.
Yeah. So he's like, my 2 hours were
my
gone.
God.
And now I'm just thrown into this interview.
It's crazy when you qualify that too, because like that video is like, it was already good. Like I thought it was. Because I'm not
Caleb's
like
fantastic
I'm not like a Mr. Beast like glazer. Like I don't really watch it. It's not my thing. I think he edits like a lot of stuff and all. Like he does a lot of cool things. Like it's great. But like I know it's not for everyone. And when you're that big, like everyone wants to chew you apart. I remember like the dog pack video.
50 million
Dude, like
subs.
there is so much money to be made and being like, he groomed me or something like that. And of course it's like guilty until proven innocent. And I remember like hearing all the allegations. I'm like, this does not sound that bad. It's like, yeah, but when he was 19, he didn't vet this one guy that he hired. That turned out, I was like, yeah, of course not. Like you were like,
you don't fucking know.
I didn't like start like, yeah, like I didn't know how to fucking tie my shoes until like 19. Like that's pretty reasonable. And it's like, yeah, all these things he did. It's like he's probably corrected most of them. He's got a team of people. And you learn through fucking up. It's like, yeah, this bad thing happened. How did you rectify it? It's like, oh, he already did. It's like, oh, okay, well, like this is pretty fucking like. Of course, like every like 7-year-old's like, oh my god, and like yeah. So I was glad that Oompa made that video because I think like there wasn't really much of a statement on any of it. And then finally that was like, the like, oh, like, yeah. And some people are like, oh, it's too hand wavy. I'm like, that's sometimes how life is though. It's like, oh yeah, I just wasn't really thinking that much. It's like, that's not an out. Like, I'm not saying it's like an out, but like, you do realize like in the life of business and content creation, especially when like you're the first one to do it like that and like
At
scale that fast at that age, like, yeah, you're gonna fuck up a lot. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't worse. Like
That dude,
that could have been like terrible, especially when you're just like some guy, like, yeah, I fucking make funny videos or like hand out money or do it's like that's
I just like making videos with my friends, and now you running an entire billion-dollar company.
yeah.
And you're like, I still like to make videos with my friends, and I am larger than probably any actor, period, ever.
Yeah.
When you have that many, when you're at 450 million subs, these are like 450 million subs. Everyone know, and it's YouTube.
On that channel, I think.
Yeah.
You have like way more, like everybody, like you're more famous than like Jesus in most places.
Yes.
Like, it's like you're just like an icon of everything.
Wherever you go, people are going to recognize you, period. Most actors can get away with like, hey, I can go here and not get recognized. You're now like a Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt level because YouTube's accessible everywhere. Every country, like, and he's doing like all the dubbing and stuff. Yeah, it was just crazy to see, and I'm like, I don't know, like I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I think he's the best. Like, he does a great job, I think, for what he does. Like, I don't really care, but like I remember like all the shit he was getting. I'm like, you guys do not realize like the grift that is just like, I would love to just jump on this. I knew guys personally that were doing it, and like, yeah, I made like 100K this week by making like 3 videos. I'm like, that's insane. And like they're not really making like an opinion on it. They're just sort of like, oh, the drama until now, it's like this, like the money chasing like an angle or a narrative. Somebody fails,
it's kind of scary. It's just like, damn, dude, like no one's thinking critically like at all. I'm not saying like people are blameless, but it's like, dude, like this is completely reasonable. And that's the scary thing with YouTube that I realized doing it is that if you have half a brain, you can cherry pick any argument and spin a story however you want to spin it. And it's like, there's a responsibility to be like, I have to see both sides. I have to make sure I'm not just like omitting things. I know so many content mill channels on YouTube that are like, I have a Fiverr editor. I do like 2 minutes of Wikipedia, and then I hand it off to another guy who then goes and like maybe makes a story out of it. Someone does a voiceover, and then we upload every like 3 days. And it's just like the red eye thumbnails is everything. It's just like dystopian, like fear mongering stuff. I'm like, that's such a piece of shit move. Like, I'm sure you're making a ton of money. Maybe I'm jealous, but like, goddamn, man, like it is scary. And how many people just buy right into it? Like, they just see a couple vignettes and they're like, whoa, scary music, bad thing.
Oh, I hate that guy too.
What happened to this creator? What did they do? It's like they got a job and did something else. It's like, oh my God, dude, it's kind of scary. I think people are starting to see through it a little bit better now, but I don't know. It woke me up to that.
Yeah, that's the stuff where I'm just like, I could never do that content, negative content. I couldn't sleep at night. Like, oh, it's just oh, I gotta wake up and do this.
Yeah, because I used to like doing video game reviews. Like, it's like it's fun to like shit on something that's bad, and then I'm at the point where like I don't like doing that. Like, I made the Cyberpunk video where like I didn't like the story, like for all the reasons. I thought they skipped out the best parts, all that nonsense, and I was like, I wish I had spent more time talking about what I liked in that video and being like, yeah, actually did some really cool things here too, and I want to acknowledge that. And like I would rather talk about a game, praising it and being like, here's why this is so good and all the context around it and all like the brilliance behind it, than like just tear something down. It's, I don't know, like because like people are behind it. You realize like how much work goes into these things, and it's like, yeah, there's mistakes that are made, and it's unfortunate something couldn't be better. It's just like, I don't like the constant negativity, and everyone on YouTube always is like, yeah, but the negative stuff gets views. I'm like, I don't believe that. You can praise some shit, you can find some gems and learn how to sell it and be like, you need to care about this, this is awesome, as opposed to like be scared and afraid, which I understand we have like a 9-to-1 biase from like a negative to positive, but like, I don't know. I think being like a positive force in YouTube is like, it's definitely doable. It's very possible to do.
I know with like the Buffalo situation with that school district, it was bringing...
Can you remind me on that just a little bit with Buffalo?
It was Rich came on the podcast. It was supposed to be an after show, and after show is just like that lighthearted you did one. It's like, hey, let's have fun. And he's like, hey, do you mind if I talk about this situation at the Buffalo school district that's going on? I just want to talk about it, and I had to open up. It sucks, and I've done everything else, and still there's been no change. So he presented it, and it's like this school district, them covering up essay with kids or like
my
just
God.
terrible shit. Like, oh, hey, this dude came in and went through a side door of a school and went to kidnap 2 kids and then got in a fight. They caught him, and when he was trying to fight, like beat up a principal or something, but he tried to kidnap 2 kids. One of the kids pissed themselves, and they're like 7 through 9 years old, like tiny kids. And the parents come to pick up the kids, and oh, hey, why is little Johnny peed his pants? Oh, I don't know, just peed himself. They didn't even tell the parents what happened. They deleted the
oh my God,
the security footage.
it's self-preservation.
Yep, and one of the other teachers recorded everything, and that's the only way.
It's the only thing they had it.
Yeah, that it got leaked, and then come to find out, it has this giant problem they've been doing for a long time, and even that exact thing, that dude that tried to kidnap these kids and assault a principal or a teacher, he wasn't even charged with it. He was charged with like a misdemeanor. That was it until
What was his YouTube channel? What was his Minecraft channel?
Dude, sure as shit. It was until we released our episode and then everyone, all the amazing audience, oh man, that
Did they like come up and be like, you need to fucking mention this? Like, you guys need to make a change now.
it was that was one of my favorite couple of weeks. That month was amazing because it was the Buffalo School District month. We changed the thumbnail for it, made it serious, and you had that episode released and everyone watched it. You had Asmund Gold reacting to it.
Hell
you
yeah.
had everyone.
So everyone was just like, this shit needs to change.
Yeah, and that
now.
school district at first, and then the news organizations in Buffalo, they were like, oh, well, this grimy podcast, like, oh, it's like disgusting. They're drinking and whatnot. Who goes on a
At least we're
podcast?
not entering schools and essaying. Like,
And that's, dude, this is news anchors like, oh, why would you go on a podcast and talk about this? Talk about blah.
Ew.
And then you had these live reactions and then these articles coming out. And then y'all are amazing. I've never seen reporters and journalists bullied to changing titles of their articles. They straight, because they tried to vilify Rich. They're like, well, this cop's been in trouble before because look, here's a video where he yelled at he headbutted a child. It was a 17-year-old big ass dude that tackled a cop, and Rich tackled and headbutted him to get him off. But it was a child that he headbutted it for no reason. And then, oh look,
they
there's
spin it a different way.
yeah. Oh look how he's talking to this person, yelling at a child, calling him names, and being aggressive. The dude pulled a gun, and Rich was like, "Hey, fatty, get the fuck down!" Like a natural reaction.
Pretty
They were
pretty
trying.
tame reaction given
Yeah.
what you could be saying.
Yeah.
like out of a fear response. Yeah.
So they were just trying to present Rich as this villain, and the audience this is the first time I think the journalists were like, they were bullied on Twitter. They were bullied on their live shows. It was watching them, and it was hilarious watching it live on their news station, being like,
Yes.
like the comment section's like,
Bully the media, please.
Oh,
Just
dude,
like, it's like the Dark Souls banner of like media bullied. It's just like, yeah.
oh, dude. So that was a month of actual getting shit on. The school district was getting shit on. Everything came to light. The good reporters were like, hey, look, what the fuck is this? Why wasn't this talked about? So we got to see real change thanks to the audience just bully.
Hell yeah.
I was like, that's what I want to see. That, yes. So, but it was a negative thing that did get spun into, oh, hey, kids are important. Hey, we need to shed light on this. Hey, look, this is really fucked up. Okay, let's all unify together.
Like actually like make some change.
Yeah, well, for a positive thing.
It's probably like terrifying, like knowing like how much this happens that doesn't get covered. Like that has to be like horrifying.
It was, I forget how many, someone's going to say it was like 24,000 reports or 16,000 or 24,000 in the last 5 years at the school. The school district reported a crime or reported something to the police office. Half of them were reported that was other, which other means, nothing happened. Come to find out, they were listing almost everything as other. So that dude that tried to kidnap
just got like filed as like, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, nothing happened. So then it doesn't look bad on their record.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah. So,
nothing ever happens. No islands happened.
no, nothing.
Nothing ever happens.
It was wild seeing that entire thing. Oh,
yeah, it's cool that you get to be like a part of that and be like the catalyst of change that actually like brought something to light.
Yeah,
that's super fucking sick,
dude. It was Rich. Watching Rich actually have an emotional response and talk about it, and feeling comfortable enough to talk about it, and then we made it. Rich didn't know it was he was like, "Oh, can you add at the end of the episode just so people know?" I was like, "Fuck no, I'm making this like this is a full episode.
This is the start of the episode.
Yeah, this
is another episode.
Yeah, and we did. We just inserted it as an episode, and it hit. And then, dude, we donated all that money towards Family Justice Center up there, and that came out to like $23,000, whatever the ad revenue was made on that. Where we just wrote a check. It's like, here, this goes to a great cause. Let's make some change. But yeah, dude, fucking
glad that like actually like something happened there though, because I feel like the amount of shit like that happens day to day is like appalling. I think more people are kind of like starting to talk about it more and more. Like the island things coming out. Like I think that's like, oh, this is really fucked. I don't think people realize like how many sickos are out there that just like under the radar and getting away with it. Like I just saw like 2 days ago. Like Roblox, you know, like the whole Roblox situation, which is like turbo fucked. Like that is like kids' social media. It's just like Roblox and Fortnite, and the fact that like they haven't like scaled their moderation like at all in relation to like their user base, like 10xing basically, whatever that number is. But like, and like Schlepp just came out with like a new video saying like, yeah, like this is like the whole story. Like they're just getting away with it. Like Chris Hansen's on it. Like I really hope some change happens there because it's insane to me. Like parents like it's a double-sided thing. Like the companies like have a huge responsibility, and like at the same time you couple that with parents that are just like, yeah, like, here's your iPad, like enjoy like talking. Like the fact that like parents just like let their kids like talk to strangers in any capacity beyond the like before the age of like even 15
is wild.
Like unsupervised is just like evil, like borderline. Like I don't want to like stigmatize it, but it's like that is fucking crazy to me that you just like let that happen. And then you have Roblox, this like $1 billion company that's like, oops. Damn, that's crazy.
Dude, I don't know if you've seen the quotes of, it's like a true villain is the Roblox owners and board. I actually do have this. Dude, this is a wild.
What is this?
Wild statement from, Roblox. The statements they put out is what is the most mind-blowing thing. Because you're like, this is just an evil company. This is just.
You get to the point where it's like, there's got to be people on the inside that are like actively doing this. And like taking advantage.
What we like to call platform. Asked about their approach to child safety, he said, quote, you have to make it. The actual testimony of former Roblox employees choosing shareholder interests over children's safety. And when asked about their approach to child safety, he said, quote, you have to make a decision, right? You can keep your players safe, but then there would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do, and then the numbers all look good, and the investors will be happy. Evil.
That's so fucked.
What we like to call
how did they
just downright evil.
That is
that is like the definition of like some of you may die, but we'll lose our player base numbers. Like what the fuck?
That is
what the fuck? $1 billion, like they have money,
$40 billion.
They have like incomprehensible amounts of money, and they're still worried about a player base over like children getting like molested.
Ain't that
I can't believe that's like real.
Yeah.
Like I hear that, I'm like, there's no way that's real. But it is.
And that's without it, dude, that's the tip of the iceberg too. Because Papa Meat goes into like that video Papa Meat does is fantastic.
I haven't seen that.
Dude,
like,
it is.
I'm guessing there's more like.
Oh yeah,
too.
that's
like,
just tip of the iceberg on quotes from the board and the leadership from Roblox. And you're like,
how?
Time out, my guy. And like the back end, he's dealing with some tax shit, the owner, because he's also has it filed under a small business. You know, your $40-60 billion year small business, and they're like
tiny,
homie. Little. It's not a small business when you have your own currency system.
you literally have your own currency. Fuck off. Like, you have your own dollar. Shut the fuck up,
bro. That's fuck.
Like, you have businesses within that business, like. Which is mainly just like,
levels of evil.
Profiting off the back of your kids making maps and shit.
And then the last one, any advice to anyone, just tip of advice as you got older, now you're approaching 30 years old.
Approaching.
You are 30 years old.
No, I like the first one. Can we go with the first take better?
Approaching 30
Approaching
years
30,
old.
yeah.
What is your advice for something you just like, hey, I wish I learned this earlier?
A couple things. I would say, not even like relating to YouTube, just in life stuff, I'm assuming is the question.
Yep.
It's like Google cognitive distortions and get very familiar with that list of all the ways that your brain likes to lie to you and trick you into thinking things that aren't real. Because you don't realize how good it is at that, and you can find yourself spinning out over things that aren't really happening. And being able to catch that early and be like, oh, wait, it's that type of thinking. Oh, it's this fallacy. Or like, oh, my brain is spotlighting this, or it's disqualifying the positive that. There's a list. There's like 10 big ones. If you can realize that not everything you experience and sense and feel in the moment is actually real, or I would say like, we all go through periods. It's like, oh, I'm stressed, I'm pissed, I'm happy or sad. Like you don't always feel like that. It always passes. Try not to make decisions in those moments right then and there, and try to give things time. Because if you can, like you're gonna just make better decisions in life. So try to just realize that like sometimes emotions change. They always change actually, and you don't have to make decisions based on what you're feeling right now. I wish I had learned that a lot younger. And now that I have, I can kind of handle most things that come my way. I still have like my bad days and shit, but it's like I now can be like, oh, I can recognize, oh, I'm angry right now. Why am I angry? What's making me angry? Like I don't need to respond the same way. Like, oh, it's actually this because I'm actually feeling this, and that's like learning how to recognize that, and then also learning like how to communicate in ways that are non-judgmental. I mean, like when you say this, it makes me feel that, instead of saying like, you always do this. And making just like, I want to make an observation and not a judgment of like, you do this really well. It's like, well, no, it's like, I've seen a pattern of behavior where I have seen this outcome. It's like, okay, like I can be objective without attaching a judgment or feeling on top of that.
Getting the yous out of there.
Yeah, getting the yous and the feelings of just like, man, every time I talk to you, you always just say like the meanest shit. It's like, well, 5 times in a row you said this, and then that's when you can actually have conversations. I think learning to communicate effectively, which is hard to do. If you can learn it, like it'll change your life in every aspect. And then learning to spot, I would say, cognitive distortions whenever you can. I feel like that's like from like goofy YouTuber that makes poop and fart jokes to like here's some life advice from like a balding 30-year-old. I hope it does. Maybe it resonates, maybe it's not. But
I think it's really good. You're catching yourself, because you can catch yourself, as you said, with anger, depression. It is why the second you start slipping into that, it's like, oh man, resentment is coming here because somebody did this, or oh, I'm mad because of this one thing happened. Catch yourself. If you can, hey, oh shit, I don't go down that way. You just have
to back
to
up first, and you might realize like, oh, actually they weren't saying that because they were super pissed at me and they secretly hate me. It's like, no, or you could kind of flip the script on that. Like you can just catch yourself before you go down and start putting thoughts in people's minds or words in their mouths, right? It's a good life skill to have. I'm not saying like you're gonna think like, oh, I've got to figure it out. I don't. I still do the same shit, but now I'm actually like the number of incidents goes down where it's like, oh, actually, like I'm glad I didn't speak out of anger there or speak out of like ignorance. Like I actually was like, wait, that made me really feel. I went on Twitter, I got pissed off because that's what it's designed to do. Like it's designed to emotionally create a reaction. I was able to go, is that actually what it is? Is that headline a real headline, or is there maybe a twist to this? And being like, I can pause when I'm reading something where I'm like, yeah, I'm getting emotional reading this. I can't believe this is going, wait, is this what it is? And going like, oh, there's another side to this, or maybe it is. But like finding that truth or getting close to it it'll make your life better. It'll make your life better. I don't know.
That's perfect. I love that. Dude, Liam, Manley Reviews, it has been an absolute pleasure. Truly, truly thank you for taking your time, coming on Unsub, and then coming on to this show. I mean, it's been a fucking awesome. Oh, arigato gozaimasu.
I'm so grateful.
Where does everyone find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at Manley Reviews at YouTube, or Manley Reviews on Twitch, or Liam Manley. Google the same. Manley's just my last name. So like whatever you can find with that, you can find me anywhere. Twitter, Twitch. I don't really use Twitter. like find me on the internet. It's not hard to do. Like I appreciate you guys looking me up if you ever want to. Come say hi. Love to. In the same way that I've said hi to Eli. I'm super good. Thank you so much for having me on. Like, it is seriously like such an honor, like sit in this chair in front of, I've never done a podcast aside from yesterday.
I know, no, you did too. Like,
this is the first time, like, I'm realizing maybe I should be looking at the camera more or not. Or
it's that weird one where, like, I always, sometimes I'll look at it, sometimes I'll look at
I'm like,
guest.
oh,
I'm
you're
like,
a person. I'm like, wait, I think people might want to watch like eye contact or something. Like, I don't know. I feel really honored to be like, I can't believe you just like were like, hey, I think I like this guy.
Yeah, I was
took
like,
the
dude,
chance
this
on
guy
that.
has to come on both of the podcasts.
Like, it
'cause
has
this
been
is
like
fucking dope.
It has been an amazing experience, man. Like,
I was like,
seriously,
dude,
honored to like meet you and the guys are just like, this is awesome.
it's one of those.
These guys are fucking awesome.
It's a rare thing where we're just like, oh, we're gonna click with this dude. He's hyper talented. He works really hard.
Yeah,
he has to be introduced to the group of boys. Just
dude, you
come
just
hang
like
out.
texting me and like us going back and forth. I'm like chuckling in the gym, just like this is fun. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so awesome. Like, I try to stay away from my phone a lot, but I'm just like, oh my god, like this is so funny.
We're gonna
like,
nerd
this is
the-
gonna be fantastic.
nerd the fuck out. Can't
Yeah.
fucking wait. I appreciate you, my friend.
My pleasure, man.
Everyone, we will see you later. Check out the after show. I think, yeah, maybe we'll figure it out. I love you all. Fuck you.
Toodles.
Bye.